Yebo, 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 yebo. Hello, and welcome to Khosi Nation Fan TV. I am Pilo. I am your host, and this is our fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs Khosi Football Club. And today we are playing against Cape Town Spurs. Welcome to everyone. So today, just before people ask what is happening, we are watching the game. Well, I'm not going to be streaming the game to you because that's illegal. So I have to get that out of the way because I know there will be people who will be like, hey, show us the game. No, 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 I'm not showing you the game. The last time we were live in a match day, we were live. I was still in Indonesia then. Now I'm back. So it's great. We were live last week, Saturday, just to check how these things work. First of all, I would like to say shout out to Temba. I'll be watching the match. I'll be watching the match using his DSTV now because, as you guys know, I always go to games. But today I have not gone to game because I did not go to the game because we are banned from going to the game. So that sucks. So today we are first going to look at the starting 11 as it has been released. Speaking of Utemba, he sent me the starting 11 and I thought, this looks too good to be true. It turns out it is true. And you'll be happy to hear this starting 11 because wow. Hey guys, it's a wow, it's a wow, it's a wow. The starting 11 that we have, when I read it to you, Vele, the first person that I'm going to say his name, you are going to go crazy. Not because of him, but because of who it's not. So it's interesting. It's interesting. So let's go. Shout out to everyone who's in the chat before I go to the starting 11. Simba, Temba, Olisi, Luyanda, Blade, Kofi. I can't even say your name right with Kofi. And then Olisi again. So we are here. Let's start. We are banned. I didn't ban the stadium. We are banned from the stadium. Played uzongqatha nabantu wena manje because I'm the guy. Given Ola Mongezi Ola. I'll just give shout outs to you as you are commenting as well. So do drop those comments. Khobelo, what up? Let's go. Starting 11. By the way, just a side note, I'm using my work Wi-Fi. So yeah, it's something. This is not my house. Davok, nangu Mpho Mfenya, nangu Mxolisi, nangu Soli, nangu Ziki Longo. Ngiyanibona. Shonini lapha mani nithi hola nisho ukuthi sesifikile ku stream. Nginibone George, Nkosi ngiphile Mthembu. Starting 11, starting with the goalkeeper, bafethu. Starting with the goalkeeper. Khosi. It's not Brendan Peterson, but it's Itumeleng Khune. Boo. Shout out Lindiwe Elvis. Hey, shout out Lindile. Guys, I did not see this one coming. Honestly, especially because the coach himself, he said that, oh, Brendan Peterson has only made one mistake while I was here, so I do not count the mistakes that were there before me. But then again, he goes ahead and then he takes out Brendan Peterson. I am not complaining about that. Do you see me complaining? No, I am not complaining. And I know most of you guys are happy with the fact that Brendan Peterson has been dropped. Obviously, we're not saying he's a horrible player, or not horrible. We're not saying he's a horrible person or we hate him or something like that. But he's been making way too many mistakes, way too many costly mistakes, and they've been affecting the team horribly. Shout out to more people who are joining in, like Abo Togozani. Shout out to Abondache Anelisa. Shout out to Mkuseli Derek Anele Nguma. Shout out to all of you guys. Sanele Sbisi. I'm giving shout outs. I am generous. Mpomfenya, shout out. Hlakanipho Mdluli. Awe. So Peterson is not in. That's the first major talking point. The great one. Tulan James Kumeti. Awe. It's great. It's really great. Nang no spose to usefikile. Uspose to ke begazi ukuthi ngeke ahlale ngacomplain ngokhune. Uthi Khune stats definitely lose. Last 7 games of Khune, we lost them. You know what? Because I've had this argument being pushed out all along. Uguti, when there's Kune, we don't win. You understand me? I get that argument, ne? Yoguti vele the record shows Yoguti Kune has not done great for us, but I don't think it's him. I don't think it's him, eh? I don't think the problem is Uguti Kune sucks, right? Because I wouldn't call him that. I think the team just is bad. The team is just horrible. The team is just horrible. So I can't just say we were losing or we've been losing the games that Kune has played because of Kune. I think it's just a coincidence. So Kune starting is a definite plus in the grand theme of things, because scheme of things. Because if you think about it, if Peterson had played today and then he makes a mistake, then that means the coach will have a big decision to make. He changes the keeper in the derby and then Kune doesn't do that well. And then what you end up having is people who don't like Kune, they're going to say, but why was Kune playing in the first place? By the way, guys, I see the likes. We only have 16 likes and yet we have 181 views. That's not right. That's not right. Let's correct that. Let's increase the number of likes. We want more people to see the stream, so please like the video. And also, some of you can become members. Just click on the link and the button that says join, and then you'll be fine. Let me greet other people, because we greet other people. Now always to Tulani ute ola always to Lulama, welcome Kevin, welcome Derek, welcome Sboniso, welcome Chamurwa, welcome Olunga, welcome Koskona Dube, who's optimistic. Uti, we will win today. Usandles we're saying even Khosi Nation, the lineup looks very good, but I just wish Gonzalez was given a start. We are going there. We're going to talk about Gonzalez now. For now, we're still talking about the goalkeeping situation. Uvini Jr. say Dupreez is back. Yeah, which is great, obviously. But we're going to talk about that. Dupreez was training with the team, but is actually not even in the bench. I assume he's being prepared for Saturday. Anyways, let's continue with the right back before I go back to other people. Right back situation, we obviously have Umfana Ga Frosla. Reeve Frosla is playing in our right back position. I didn't expect much. And obviously, there's been people who have been complaining, which I understand. It's totally justifiable, about the fact that Dylan Solomons has not been given an opportunity. But at the same time, I don't think it's a big deal, the fact that Solomons is starting, because he's been okay. I mean, Frosler is starting, he's been okay, right? I just think when we're talking about giving him an opportunity, we can then say, let's give him 30 minutes, right? Let's give him some time to play, because I think that is going to be helpful to him, because, I mean, morale-wise, it's going down because he's not being played. And I don't think any player appreciates not being played, so it's understandable. I do want him to be given game time eventually. Left back position. Yeah, guys, Johnson. I think I'm gonna like him. Because look at this. He plays Dove at left back. Like, I know, right? I hope he's not playing Dove because he's trying to save Ushanti for the derby, because I'm gonna lose it. I'll lose it. Well, I mean, we play Dove today and then we play Shanti on Saturday. Guys, there would be something. There would really be something if Dove doesn't start the derby after starting today. So, yeah, Dove is at left back and center back pairing. Yo, Ubaba way too was very bold. But guys, this live chat is about me talking to you. So I'll go back to center back pairing. Let me also read some comments. As you are joining, say hello so that now we stream, guys. Uzobona abantu ku YouTube. Usandilis Kubu is saying, as for Kune, I can't wait for him to retire. We move on with life, because it seems like Chiefs fans can't realize his mistakes. I mean, I've been saying Veluguti. To be honest, I would rather start Ubvuma already. Uguti Vele starting him now, and then he plays in the derby and then he makes mistakes. It will crush him. But after the derby, I would rather we just go to Bvuma and we have him as our number one goalkeeper, because Ukune is going next year. So who are we going to depend on? We're going to start afresh with Kune again. I mean, with another goalkeeper. It doesn't make sense to me. And Timothy is saying, Tampilo Nation. Uchifiwa is saying, hello, Mpilo, hello. Nkoskona is saying, not Dube. Vusizwane, awe. and then uBlade insizwa ele eNew York isenkosi ngiphile Shabalala Chiva Verentol bakhona kwi-start uyisholani starting lineup angithi siyaya lapho Blade sizolwa ngizolwa nawe mina zondiza ngizokushaya lapha eUSA uNS is saying Ola Khosi Nation with we win tonight angicathi ubuza ukuthi so wina with the starting 11 it's looking good. And then Nkosikhona is saying perfect, the one more about Ndumiso is saying judging from history we are losing this one. I'm sure you are talking about Kune. Untutugo is saying salute Mpilo awe Uthemba ke is saying where is Mandla? Hey uMandla ubhizi uya record. Hey mele ngimshout out njalo uMandla une channel manje it's called Amakhosi Fan Network, so you can go and check out his content as well. Akakafuna ukubuveza ubuso bakhe uMandla but ukhona uMandla kade ngikhuluma naye in 2 days back and I saw one of his I was responding to another comment of his. But also you can check out Amakhosi Fan Network at some point. Not manje ku live stream because angifuni niphume ku live stream, but you can check out Amakhosi Fan Network. That's another channel being run by one of us who was in this family or group Yamakhosi, so you can also check him out. And then we go to Giving ngoma solid at the back promising ko angeke ngifunde izinto engakazisho uma senikhuluma ngestrike. Let me come back a bit. Okay, so center back pairing, guess who's back? Jacobis. I don't even know what that song say. He is back. Tell her friends. Oh, everybody on the dance floor, to the dance floor, to the dance floor. So Ukivin Msimango is back and Unjabulong Ngobo has dropped into the bench. What are your thoughts about this? Do you think the coach made a good decision? Because I think it's a good decision. I've been saying that even though Unjabulong Ngobo has not made a mistake, I do feel like giving him Simango is just a better defender overall. So I think we should be playing him. Aerially is better. Also when it comes to chasing down or chasing people, chasing back, that's what I'm trying to say. He's better. So I know it doesn't sound nice for him, Munjabulo, because he hasn't made a mistake, but still, I do think that Umnomzane Wagam Simango is just a better player. So because of that, I don't have any quarrels with the coach's decision to start Umnomzane Umsimango. Okay, I hope this mic doesn't fall. I need to buy a mic arm. Utake a lot is not doing me right. Because now this thing. Anyways, let's move on and read other comments before we talk about our midfield, which is also interesting if you look at it. Let me see. If I put a mic here, you guys will tell me if you can still hear me properly. I wanna check if the sound will be the same with the mic there, because I don't want to I don't want to hold this mic the whole game. How think silent? Better. Is it better? Hope so. Okay, so we also look at another thing. Nizongitshela if sound yami sishintshile ngoba ngibeke mic la. You will tell me. So producer on my own. And then the next comment is coming from Unhlanzeko saying siyawina today. Usikha Mohale saying, yay, live streams are back. I have a feeling that you, Sikha, you are the one obushayo coach. Nishayo coach nina nenzela ukuthi ngizobuya ngizokwenza ama live stream. Because you know, bengasawenza ama live stream because I was going to matches. And now senishayo coach because ngifuna ngabe ngisaya stadium. So there is your solution. Man funa ngaya stadium shaya no coach. Wait, I'm joking. Angifuna ukubosh. Angifuna ukubosh. And then in our midfield, let's talk about our midfield. Our midfield has Obviously, I mean, if anyone thought Yusuf Mat was actually going to say, if anyone was going to say that you were expecting Yusuf Mat to not play, come on. Really? Come on. Obviously, Yusuf Mat was going to play any game of Kaizer Chiefs. Yusuf Mat is going to be in the starting 11. So this is not coming as a surprise to me. And in fact, I don't know. I know there's some people who are going to say, why is Matt starting and all of that stuff. I don't have a problem with Matt. I don't have a problem. Especially since today, not Umsimango. Especially since Umteto is not even there. So this is he's always good. His work rate You can't question that. So if you are bringing him back purely because you want him to play defensive midfield, it's okay for me. It's okay for me. And then we have 39 minutes before the game starts. I've brought back the mic. Ublade is saying Brendan no Bruce basenzela phansi asifake uKarabo straight. Umlife ngoba naye umlife sekuthiwa ama mistake akhe nje angaze ngimbuke edlala uKarabo umlife akere naye nje kuthiwa ama mistakes akhe so angikwazi ukumthemba umfana umenza ama mistake kwi development already uzofika enzeni kwi senior team le inkinga yami. And then another comment is coming from Sihle Skelem. Khosi, I missed this. No, we're not done yet. We're still talking about Matt as a number 6. And he's number 8. I'm thinking, obviously, it's going to be Castillo. And if Castillo is playing, I'm obviously expecting him to play kind of closer to Matt. That's what I want. That's what I want. I am tired. Put the mic here. I am tired of Kaizer Chiefs playing our midfield so wide. One of the things that I was so happy about in our last game is the fact that you saw that Matt, Mtetwa, and Castillo were very close to each other. And then Utoli, no Shabalala, they were also inverting, which was helping the team playing a 1-2 in that midfield. So I hope that's going to be the same thing, that they are closer together. Well, they are closer together because this thing of having people who are too wide, it doesn't sit well with me. So the number 10, people in the pre-match, in the video that I made yesterday, were asking me a lot about where is Khosi Ngcobo. Well, he's back. He's back by popular demand. I think one thing that we have established, or that we talked about a lot about Calvin Johnson before he came to Chiefs, was the fact that he likes young players, yeah? And we talked about him a lot, the fact that he likes young players and he uses young players. And we're expecting that he's going to utilize a lot of them. And that's exactly what he's done. Because in his first game, he brought back Tutuzi Shabalala. In his second game, he's brought back Khosi Ngcobo. So it's clear that he's really proving that what I say or what I'm known for, I am going to do. So forgive me, I didn't sleep well. Ngilale ngibuka igame izolo ye AC Milan ne PSG. Ngathi we PSG, I was happy to watch PSG catch hands. Anyways, uSpesihle Thulani is saying maningi ama comments in. Unikwa, but keep them coming. I'll try to read as many as I can. Unikwa is saying, Ola Khosi Nation, why isn't Vuma given a chance though? I respect Kone, but I think Vuma deserves more chances, as Peterson at some point proves to be a liability. No, I agree with you. And I said that earlier on, that I think Vele, it's best for us to just give Vuma an opportunity right now. But the problem is, if you give him an opportunity so close to the derby, gets to the derby, makes a mistake, then it's finished. He's finished. So I would rather, if we give him a chance, we do it after the derby or when we come back from the AFCON. Because right now, nah, fam. And then when we go to our front three, I can't. Yes, this is exactly what I wanted. Well, not exactly what I wanted. I wanted Shabalala to play. Shabalala is playing. I wanted Chivaviro to play. Chivaviro is playing. The only person I didn't want to play in the position that they are going to play him on is Utol. Utol is going to play as a right winger from the starting 11 because clearly Khosi Ngcobo is not going to be played as a winger. That's not going to happen. Umfana naye. By the way, I just want to address this Khosi Ngcobo. Ngiyamthanda lo mfana lo kakhulu kabi. Inkinga yakhe akafuni ngiyoyisebenzela. No. Inkinga kaNkosi Ngcobo, he's coming back from an injury. He looks like he gained weight. Same thing with Utol. I don't like that. That's unprofessionalism. Like, it's your job to be not fat and be fit all the time. And when you go on, you get an injury and then you come back fat. That's unacceptable. And some coaches will not take that. I mean, we're looking at Calvin Phillips right now. He left Leeds. He was one of the best defensive midfielders in the league. And then now he sits on the bench. And then after the December holidays last year, he came back fat. And Pep Guardiola wasn't happy with that. So for players to thrive at the highest level and to consistently give us the best performances that they can, it's better for them to be in their tiptoe shape. And right now, Mshin is not in his tiptoe shape. However, I'm happy with his inclusion because the quality is there. I hope that now that he's given an opportunity so close to the derby, because even last year he played in a derby after returning from an injury. I think he had played one game and then he played in the derby, which is kind of the same situation that we have right now. So I'm definitely happy with Unkosi Ngiphile Ngcobo in midfield. I'm happy with Castillo and Matt is going to play as a six. What are we going to see in our front three is an interesting dynamic, because we saw that how the coach was trying to use Utoli Tutuzi Shabalala in the previous game. He was trying to get them to invest more and have some combination plays with our midfielders. So I hope that's the aim. And in which case, Vele, it won't be too strenuous on Utoli, because then it doesn't have to run a lot, but it just has to cut in and vacate the white space, and then Frosler will be able to run wide and then use those things. And then ama-comments sengifunda ama-comments before ngifunde bench. I will read the bench now, but for now let's read amanye ama-comments enu. Athi ama-comments enu uNkosikhona isengasikhombisa omakhelwane ukuthi sishawa kanjani iSpurs, ngajabula. And then Mongezi saying I'll prefer Bvuma as my first option and put Peterson as my second. We'll talk about Bvuma right now uma sesifunda amalokhu nje. Mpilo umxolisi saying Mpilo Msimango, me too, Msimango is good for me. Yebo. Zanovuyo saying let's get ground moving. Ngobo is a good player, but squad rotation is good thing. Let's warm up for our next victims coming weekend. Elele, I would be shocked if actually Ungcobo is being rested. I would be shocked if Ungcobo is actually being rested. I would be shocked, because I'm like, what? How is he being rested? Like Umsimango is better than him, so why are we resting Ungcobo and playing? That would be weird. Anyways, let's go to the next comment, which is and then Umxolisi is saying this John is on starting. Which John are you talking about? George is saying Peterson for me, he's my number one. Backline, he must stop those back passes. I hate those unnecessary. You know what? Vele, that's the thing that we must address. I agree Peterson has done horrible for us. Not sponsored. Let's hide this thing. Hey. Ukunikeza abantu plug for free. So uPeterson uneyinkinga zakhe eziningi, but also i-defense yethu ineyinkinga zayo eziningi. You can't keep on playing back passes, right? We will not defend Peterson and say, hey, but Guayoni back our back line. They like playing too many back passes. And yes, it's modern football. The keeper must be involved in the build-up. The modern keeper must be involved in this and that. But still, we can't ignore the fact that there are too many back passes that are being played in the team. And then all the way to saying, who's back? I'm security saying, Ola Khosi, I knew it. There will be many changes. I just hope Mshini will raise his hand. I am tired of fighting for him while he proved me wrong. I love Mshini. I love him. I know he has quality in those legs. The problem is that he then goes on and mess things up for himself. Because you cannot tell me, honestly, you cannot tell me ukuthi wena sizothi sikuthanda sikudefend, and when you're busy on the other hand, you are busy on the other hand just gaining weight, right? That's not cool. That's not helping us, the people who are trying to defend you. So I definitely understand where you're coming from. Ukuthi Mshini must also prove us right when we say we want him to play. The next comment is from Uspesihle. Leave your comments below. On top of that, like the video, guys. Let's like the video. 500 views or something now, but we're still on 67 likes. So let's increase those likes. And then the next one is Uspesihle Tulani Kwala is saying Khosi Ngiphile naye must stop being lazy. You can say that again. Well, these are not new things. And I like the fact that you are prefacing these things by saying we love Mshini, which we do, and I'm happy that he's starting, and I want him to continue starting. Probably our best number 10, right? I think he's our best number 10. Yet he has not been playing. Why? because naye work rate yakhe is not convincing. So it's understandable that he's being benched. Ningixolela ngazi umlomo ugcotshwa kanjani. My ex used to say that a lot ukuthi yeah awukwazi namanje ukugcoba umlomo. That's a story for another day though. Anyways, uAthule saying Zwana Omncane must replace Matt or Stebe. Then in that middle we need Castillo. Wait, mana uzwana omncane must replace Matt. Akekho uSithebe egamini. Where Athula akekho uSithebe egamini, but I get what you're saying. He must replace Matt or Stebe. Then in that middle we need Castillo and Matlo. Castillo is already there. I think Mausofaka Matlo Uzwane Umshini. There is a lot of creativity, but now there is no work. Because Matlo works, but he's not a defensive midfielder. So he can work all he wants, but at the end of the day, he's not a defensive midfielder or a player who plays that game. So I do think we need some balance in our midfield, and I do think that the squad that has been set out shows a lot of balance. It's a mixture of experience also and young players being there. Let's look at another comment which is coming live, which is coming from comment. Unhlakanipho saying sayogeza madoda ngiyabuya. I am a live stream. Angichaza la ama live stream. We are so real. We are not we there is no polishing of anything here. There is no polishing. We are just talking njengeinsizwe favorite chiefs and ladies, because I know they are ladies. Out for the benefit of those who are entering the stream, I want to do something. Let me add an image which will be okay, and that image will be the image of the starting 11, so that the people who are joining can also see the starting 11. Haibo, ip, need download guys applet. Oh, here it is. Okay, there you go. I don't even know if this is going to be fine. I want to producer. Imagine guys, like a few years from now, saying produce, saying producer, singasalokhunji, ngingasazenzeli mina lento le. Vele ngithi produce, awufaka islide lapho sesithombe starting 11. Bese uproduce ayifaka ke leyo nto le, yabo? Kodwa ngoba ngise-producer of my own. Let's go. Okay, so moving on to another comment. And this one comes from Derek Dex is saying, yeah, coach has done some good changes. I see a win. I couldn't agree with you more. And then ama comments engiyawathanda maningi kodwa yangidida. Oh, Dominic is saying, hey, Mpilo siyawina today no matter what. Hey, Gumel, we need that. Like, we need that. Yabona nje makukhulunywa ngento esiyidingayo, you win. That's the thing that we need, because wow. I don't know what I would do if we if we lost. I know what I would do. I don't know baba ngazi ngingathini ngempela if we lost this game. Ngaphelelwa vela amandla nje ngendlela ongayazi ukuthi awu. Sadliwa futhi. Yeah, this is better. Okay, so next up is a comment from UTFS management. Uthabani ngelo ngiyamazi insizwa le ele awuthi ngingasho ukuthi kuphi ngizomqhatha nabaqashi bakhe bebona ukuthi ukhuluma nami kanti akumele ukukhuluma nami mhlambe kumele ukukhuluma nami. That's a long story. Should I call and explain to you Mpilo, or you busy? I wanted us to talk on live. It's me Taban. Oh yeah, was the shock. Wait Taban, you know what? I would love to have you on the call. You know my problem is I'm not sure about your Wi-Fi connection. I'm not also sure about, I haven't set up Google Meet. So angifuni kugcine kube namaciki egaming. Uthabani ke lensizwe isebenza lapha kwa Kaizer Chiefs. Ngiyamulokhu nje ngiyamveza manje because usuyishilo ngeke phela. Yeah, insizwa lezi athi ngithule. Kofi is saying because there's no fans, the team will win this game easily. Kaizer Chiefs fans give the players and the coach unnecessary pressure. Hey mngana mina ngiyakuphikisa, ayiphikisa you and ngizokuphikisa nakudabi mangikubona ngithi hey. Abalandeli be-Chiefs, they try by all means shame to give the team everything that the team needs. They try. They try by all means. Someone is talking. Shilo ngathi ngisemsebenzini. Bazoje bangiphazamise ngi-live streamela la Nkosi yami. So what I'm saying is the fact that with the Chiefs, abalandeli bayo bona nabo, they only get frustrated and sad once the team fails to produce. So I think abantu, they bring pressure on them, the players, and then obviously the fans, when they get frustrated, complain. So I understand the fans' shame. Not gonna lie. Ernest is saying, Pilo, I have faith in Kevin Johnson tonight. You are winning. You and me both. Usoli saying I wanted Bvuma. And then Uvusi is saying Khosi Ngcobo is a wrong option. Shabalala is fitter than him. Ushabalala is still playing. They are both playing at the same time. So it's not like one, they're not playing the same position. But what I do like is the fact that we're going to have two players who play with so much confidence, right? So that's going to be helpful to the team. You have Khosi Ngpile, you have Umtu. One is taking people on, one is making those nice passes, and also Gwayana Umshini. Umshini, what I like about him is that he has so much in his game, right? Because there's one way that he plays, which would be he can take on people, but he can also take shots if Cape Town Spurs are sitting deep. But at the same time, he also knows how to pick a pass. So ball carrier, can take shots, he can also pass. So there's a lot. Excuse me, there's a lot of advantages of just including that one player in Khosi Ngcobo. So that would definitely be great. And next up is obviously Uvusi. Okay, no. Kevin is saying Peter Castillas Uti Peterson is arrested for the derby. He's probably looking for a dish. I mean, I hope not. They can't do this. You can't do this to fans. That would be unacceptable. To drop him today and bring him back on. Oh, no. Rather bring Kune, and because what you are doing by bringing Kune, one, you are also just kind of appeasing the fans in a sense that obviously the coach shouldn't appease the fans. He shouldn't do his job just to appease the fans. But he also shouldn't neglect the fact that fans are complaining about Peterson, and rightfully so, because Peterson has been making mistakes. So benching him today and bringing him back on Saturday, that is just suicide. That is asking for trouble. That is definitely asking for trouble from the coach's side. And then Utemba is saying Jabulo Ngcobo. By the way, ngizoyisho shout out because ngisho eqaleni shout out kaTemba ukuthi shout out to Temba. Ngizobuka igame courtesy of his DSTV now stream. Why do I feel like I'm now advertising DSTV? Maybe they should sponsor me. Unjabulo Ngcobo act over comfortable to the ball and constantly playing those back passes and not tackle as defenders. I think the guy is too relaxed. You are putting a you are bringing up a very important point. Ne? It's a very important point in the Baganjabulo Ngcobo, because one of the reasons why he's made mistakes in other games that he's made, like obviously I don't want to go back to that game Arrows because that was last year, but it still is a mistake that he made, and he made it because he was too relaxed. And any other mistake that he makes, usually it's because he's too relaxed. So it is a very valid point to say that he does relax too much, and his relaxation will cost us at some point, because there are people like Minaga, I'm a Liverpool fan in England. There are people like Virgil van Dijk, people who are so relaxed, but they can back themselves in their defending, right? They can back themselves when it comes to not giving away position. But Unjabulo Ngcobo, from time to time, he gives away position, and that is a problem of him being too comfortable. So I definitely get that argument. And I think I was at the stadium the other game, Arrows, always at the stadium. But the point is, on that day, someone did point it out to ukuthi Njabulo Ngcobo is too comfortable. So yeah. And then iphenye comment khona uthi angasukushaya kwele ndlela ublade Khosi yami blade ngiyakhohlwa ukuthi noma ususeNew York uyakhombisa ukuthi umZulu ethi ngashaya kwele ndlela and then next one is the comment from T3 uthi is the formation 442 or 433 hayi ngane yakwethu 433 le i433 edlala kanje Ranga up top then Dolly on the right and then Khosi Mduduze Shabalala on the left. And then when they playing, they will do this. They will invert and let the fullbacks overlap. And yazi igama lento ama-formula ama-formation ngithe formula indaba yama-formation if you notice something it's kind of I wouldn't say it's getting outdated because if you think about it when we're defending Chiefs will play something that looks like a 5-3-1 because you will have the back four footing by 6 you'll have the back four and you'll have the wingers tucking in and then the 3 stay in midfield and then the striker stays up top. So that's our defensive shape. And then when our offensive shape, it's different. You have Ranga in the middle, you have you have the one of the midfielders, which is Castillo, joining in the box. You have our full backs out wide. So you already have a line of 4 people, and you can also count our 2 midfielders there. And then what you end up having is the defenders at the back with the defensive midfielder in front of them. So you end up having something that looks like a 2-1-7. Like you're like, 2-1-7. They're really different. Or sometimes the other left back will tuck into midfield, and then you have something that looks like a 2-2-6. So it changes. Like I know it sounds like a weird formation, but when that guy, when Mikel Arteta said that they played 36 formations in one game, I believe it because there are different formations. How are you pressing when they're at the back? How are you pressing when you're so they are different. But the starting formation from the squad, it looks like a 4-3-3. Unico is saying Peterson is a good goalkeeper, just that he need to reduce watching Never and Ederson. Yeah, I see you. You should stop watching. I don't know who's this Never, but I see Ederson too much because it's costing us a lot. Now that is true because you look at keepers like Abo Ederson, they are so comfortable on the ball. They really, rarely make mistakes. I rarely, don't know if I should say that. Sebevezi ground abadlali bayawoma lapha and I'm looking at where I usually sit. By the way, Mose grounding. You see Mose grounding zobuki ball if you wanna do interviews, just by the way. I sit on the other stand, not on the main stand. I always sit on the opposite stand on right in the middle, like somewhere near the corner flag, like 1, 2, 3 near the corner flag opposite. Because when you are sitting on the main stand, this is just a side note. When I'm sitting on the main stand, I get distracted and I can't watch the game properly. Because babodwa bafuna ukuvela kwi-TV lokhu benza izinto so that i-camera izobabona yabona nje. So it's okay if people want to be seen by a camera, there's nothing wrong with that. Ukuthi ngisuke ngifuna ukuyobuka i-game and then ngizobuya la ngizokhuluma into ekhona because abanye baje bengayiboni igame ukuthi kwenzakaleni egamini. Mawusukhuluma naye umuntu after the game ubone ukuthi ayi ubengabuki le game ebengiyibuka lo muntu lo ubengabuki igame lade ngiyibuka. So anyways, I'm always on the other stand, the opposite stand in games nje. Well, must say F&P that is. And then Nico is saying Peterson, okay, sengifundile ukuthi Peterson he watches shame and he's not as good as them in terms of ball playing. Amehla amazabo ngathi bembhema. Yo, this is not right. Kune camera la. Anyways, uthela ngisen guys, nifuna amake njani uMahlo ngoba uyamaka lamfo. No, wethela ngithi mina he does mark. That's what I was saying. Uthi he does mark and he works hard. In fact, you know what I like about Mahlo is that although it's not in his nature to be defensive, but he does that job really well. But it's just not his nature. That is what I was saying. If you have in your squad, you already have Umshini, Usamgelo Zwane, and Umart, for example. That's enough. Umart is defensive. Uzwane is more of a box to box, and then you have an attacking midfielder like uNkosi Ngiphile Ngcobo. You can't then take out Umat or uCastillo from that squad and say you're gonna play Matlo, Zwane, and Nkosi Ngiphile Ngcobo. That can't happen. That's just a suicide mission because uNkosi Ngiphile Ngcobo akekho kude akafuni ke futhi nokumaka lo yafana lo. Akusikho nokuthi akekho kude akafuni nje. Uyambona vele ukuthi akafuni nje nokumaka. So uNkosi Ngiphile Ngcobo akakufuni ukumaka, akayingeni indaba yokumaka. uMatlobe ngazama ukumaka because iwork rate yakhe right, but he's not just a defensive player. So yabo ile inkinga. And then ama-comments inkosi yami asemaningi. Sorry if I miss your comments. Maningi maninzi, but let me read. Ublade umbuza ukuthi ngicoba kanjani umlomo. And then T3 Marakune is old, guys. Matlo is the best hands down. We should play it. Usiyabonga saying my prungi la Swazini mina yazi iyakhathaza le ndaba yokungawini manje. Mfethu yabona nje besiphumule bengadlali. Besiphumule lamajita engadlali. Bekukhona lento ukuthi my days saze saphumula amajita awadlali asizukuzwa buhlungu yabona nje. So that was good. That was good to see that happen. So so that was a thing yokuthi I was definitely happy when the Chiefs were not playing. Shame, I'm not gonna lie, because now kunalento yokuthi ish bazodliwa futhi lamajita la, and then there is fear. Hayi kunefear bafethu ongayazi yabo nje namanje. I am ready for this game, but I'm scared at the same time. Anxiety. There's a level of anxiety that I cannot explain that I'm having right now. Well, I actually don't have that much anxiety, if we're being honest, but yeah. Yeah. As I'm saying, we're going to break, guys. Let's go to a break. Hey. I don't know. I don't even know if the ad is already playing. And I need to cockela the people and drink some water in the meantime. Okay, we are back from the break. I don't even know if it actually did go to the break. But let me read some of your comments. We have 10 minutes before the game starts. Engabi ne-load shedding or anything ezophazamisa i-live streaming yami ngoba eSouth Africa kuningi nje azi kuningi. It's a lot. So let's check other comments. Obviously, let's check other comments. Ama-comments engiphazishe. Okay, nansi enye i-comment kaSanele uSengipilo, my brother, this is a good lineup. Ayikhale baba Nkosi Ngiphile is going to show you guys what is made of tonight. Umfana wasemgungundlovu. Nkosi Ngiphile. Wo Nkosi Ngiphile Ngcobo akusiwase Soweto. Akusiwase Soweto Nkosi Ngiphile Ngcobo. Vele mina I want him to perform. Ulwando is saying what happened to Matlo. Matlo got injured the other game. Sangikhohlwe sasodlala nani. And then he never recovered after that. Also, there are players who will play a good game. And then the problem becomes Uguti, the player was good, but the team sucked. And then it seems like, since you're the creative midfielder, how come we did not create 27 chances? So that means you are the problem. And then the player gets benched, just like that. And then Ulwando is saying, I would love to see the combination of Flus and Msimango. They're still getting that boy used to the system, so we'll see. And also, isn't he right-footed, if I'm not mistaken? Or you don't care, you want them to play together? Ngikhohlwe ukunikeza ibhench njalo ngoba sebeliveza nje la. Ubruce Bvuma, Mduduzi Mdantsane, Zitha Kwini, Kapule Modi, Sayile, Matlo, Uhlanti, Njabulo Ngcobo, Samkelo Zwane. It's a good bench. It's an okay bench. Kotsane is not in the bench. Breeze is saying, why is Njabulo Ngcobo on the bench? It's been excellent. We've talked about Njabulo Ngcobo. The problem with Njabulo Ngcobo is not that he's bad. Ne? It's not the fact that he's a bad player or something. It's just that there's someone better than him. It's like saying, you know how obviously I will not dare. Something is happening that I don't understand. Obviously, I will not dare compare Messi with Kevin Msimang. But there's a player called Paulo Dybala. He never played for Argentina for a longest time. Even Naman is still not playing. Why? He's playing the same position as Messi. Does that mean Paulo Dybala is a bad player? No. It's just that his position is played by the greatest of all times. Well, arguably, well, in my case, he is the greatest of all times. So there are players who can play well, but if there's someone better than them, then what ends up happening is that they end up getting a bench, which then feels wrong. And then my comments. Webkid is saying Solomon's needs game time for real. He does. Aumpomfeng is saying, I'm happy with the young men are back because bayadlala fun experience and talent combination. Agreed. Usamgelo is saying, Pilo, I really think Johnson should try Solomon's. And as abantu abaningi, we've been saying this thing. Siyavumelana lapho. USolomon kumele anikezwe bafethi chance. Now unless the spokesperson ethi hello Mpilo, awe lapho. And then I'm just going to minimize this page because kuyilokhu ngiyibuka la kuyangiphazamisa na. Konke engayiboni ke kahle. Okay, because I'm watching. And then Umandla is here. Sengimplug ngamplug engekho. Umandla, I was plugging you when you were not here. Uspesihle Thulani. Hey, ngizama ukufunda ama comments enu Nkosi yami. We. Aba comments edu. Life is saying rate starting 11 out of 10. I would say in the starting 11, I cannot complain. Shame. The only complaint I had is obviously Udo Luguti. I prefer him as a 10. However, it's fine. Ne? It's fine. I'm okay with him. I'm okay with him playing as so out of 10. I would actually give the starting 11. I'm sorry to say, but at 9.5. Because you know what? Who do you play on that right wing if you don't play Tolu? Because also another thing that the coach is trying to do with the starting 11, he's also trying to FNP empty guys. I can't deal. The other thing is that with the starting 11, with the starting 11, say Chiefs right now, what you have is a situation whereby you are trying to play all your best players, right? So you look at the defense, the best defenders are playing. Dove is playing, he's better than Shant. Frosler is playing. Arguable, argument between him and Solomons because personally I prefer Solomons. But anyways, Frosler has been consistent, so you're not gonna just start benching him now. And then Titloko has been consistent. Msimango, as we've said, Jabulo Ngobo is good, but Msimango is better. Midfielder Gekumteto sozodlala uMati. Obviously, we're not going to bench Castillo. And then we have a 10, which is Nkosingphile Ngobo, who's our best number 10, probably the best. I think the best. And then Matlo is there also coming closer. And then as a winger, obviously, you have Umtusha Balala had a good game. Ranga played a good game before he was absent from that other game. And then Utoli, Upotsane, who can have his position. Usaile can have his position. The problem is with Usaile, he's better when he's coming from the second half. So, you see, it is his best starting 11. That's why I'm saying 9.5 because there is a small question mark on Utoli. Couldn't you try something, right? Even with changing the system, which is interesting, by the way. Where is this? I want to check. Oh yeah, Ukon Vele. I'm trying to look. Gonzalez is not on the bench. Sizoba nenkinga. Phela kushuthi thina sina striker benchini. Hey, asina striker benchini. That means Pelu Usael is sitting on the bench as a striker, which I completely and obviously disagree with. Usael is not a striker. And then he's a wing. And then next comment is computer ithwele kanzima webathanda. Hey, computer ithwele kanzima. I remember now why I wanted to get another computer. La iphukile manganikhombisa nokuthi njani. Chat, niyafuna ukubona ukuthi laptop yami injani? Cela ukunikhombisa, ngizonikhombisa mi laptop yami. Right now, you're about to see the worst laptop that exists. Book. Do you see that? That's a laptop. The screen is not even working at this point. Not even working. So please like the video. Like yabo, if feel. My students are always saying, say Mara now, when are you getting a new laptop? That's just a side note before we talk about the game. But the hinges are off. Yabo? It's finished. Wait, outing a year again because I'm something because if something is interrupted, I cannot. Yeah. So that's my computer right now. You know, we're streaming live courtesy of this computer that looks like that, which means ngiyakwazi ukubhatanisa kumele ke kodwa ke at some point ngithenge laptop. I know that. Ngifuna ukubona ama comments ukuthi nizothini ngelaptop yami. Hey madoda ukube ya nawuthi ngiqhubeke. So ama comments are saying abanye abantu are asking why Vuma is not getting game time, and as I said, it's too risky and too close to the derby to start experimenting with new players. So this is the best course of action. And then laptop and Chiefs same laptop group. Yeah, same WhatsApp group. No, uthi fanele bakhala bafundi. I don't care about the starting lineup. I just want to see how Chiefs play today. No, as I said, this is a match day watch along, guys. It's not a live stream of the match. It's illegal for me to stream a match. I could, but it would be illegal and it would get me in trouble and my channel would get demonetized. By the way, which means I will not be able to make money from the channel. I will not be able to do anything. So unfortunately, I cannot stream. I cannot show you the game. It's just me watching the game and talking. And then game and talking. Because I know those questions are about to come in, a lot of them. Show us the game. WebKid is saying WebKid is saying WebKid somewhere up there. 15 minutes of fame. Always is saying we're winning. I'm so glad ukuthi Umthetho got suspended before this game, because imagine not having him for the derby. WebKid is saying, worried about the keeper. We need to give Vuma a chance. I don't want him to get game time when the other keepers are injured. Yeah, njalo washine kodwa uVuma. Niyakhumbula eshine that other year when we were playing CAF, it did shine shame when the other keepers were injured. So that might not necessarily be a bad thing for him to get game time when they're injured, because then the coaches won't have a choice. J23 saying we're here by 4 away. Nangumandla is saying thank you Mpilo. Check out Khosi Network channel, family. Yes, you can check out that other channel as well. Khosi Network channel run by Umandla. He has some interesting insights to share, as he always does. So you can also check out, because more content means more for everyone. Because I make content, I make like 10 minutes. I'm a video that long. Because it's always important to hear different points of views of people. We plug each other. This is not competition. People want content, and if there is more content to be had, by all means. And then specifically saying Gonzalez not even Gumasap, what a waste of investment. Exactly. This does not make sense. I will tell you now. It doesn't make sense. If you are new, by the way, please subscribe to the channel, and like also for those of you. I don't understand how you get a player to come on a loan and then you don't even put him on your bench. It doesn't make sense to me. WebKid is say would still put Dolly maybe second half in the 70th minute. Yeah, Dolly na kodwa. Lento ngisho ukuthi nabo Dolly lokukhuluphala kwabo nabo ubenza singabi make sure ngabo ukuthi zikhiphane ngabo. And then uNkosinathi is saying siyawina today as long as engekho sidlisayo keeper nokhune naye ayengeka akathi Akathembisi Khosi. That man like saying Ranga first Chiefs goal today. Bruh, imagine this man has not scored for Chiefs for such a long time. Well, ever, not even for such a long time. He has not scored for us ever. That's something. That is something. Imagine that. WebKid is saying have Frostler and Solomons together. They can take turns and not give the opponents a break. Ah, but that's kind of redundant, isn't it? Because think about it. If you have Frostler, nabo Mashiane, naba Oduba lapha ngaphandle, they are just sitting there. No September step. But come to think of it, if you play both of them, guys, I don't get it. Nang no Dupri, nang no Potan, bahleli kuhlala khona abalandeli namhlanje. Interesting. Anyways, last con ukuthi what is going on? Angazi noma mina ngisemumva kwaphuma osibeko manje nenqwaba yabantu. Yasekuba ngathi technical team ye Chiefs isi-expandile. Uba lo bumper ngathi utsotsi. Ningixolele khona manje. Is the game delayed? Is something wrong or is it just my thing wrong? Cause angazi nina nibuka ku TV kwenzakalani? Aningitsheleni nina nibuka ku TV cause angi-understand igame ibukeka ngathi mina ngimumva kodwa lento ithi it's live ku DSTV now. Naba abadlali khani bephuma and that's supposed to have happened like according to this clock anyway. Oh, the laptop clock is also wrong. Mina ngizokwenza into engijwayele engingayenzi ngizosearcha time in South Africa because my laptop time is wrong. I've already say ukuthi there are serious problems with my laptop. 1931 igame ayikaqali. Hayi kahle bo. Something is not adding up here. Something is not adding up. Where is my super plate? Oh, supper plate. Sorry. Ngidlile. Ngidlile, sorry. Where is this? I wanna show it on the chat. I ate. Now, nansi into ebengidla. I had to go buy it sengigijima. Kade ngikhuluma noThemba ngithi send ama details at DSTV lapho ngiyothenga ukudla. I have a banana here. Ngifuna ukuthi ngidle ngifuna ukudla before igame iqala. Because bengaze ngidle the whole day. Bengidlile ekseni. And then please next season our management should talk to Manqoba Mnqethi to assist Kevin. I wonder ukuthi uzokuvuma lokho Kevin. Kevin eseqhamuka esegqoka isuit naye. The players look like they're in good spirit. Khosi saying Chivaviro is going to score tonight. If he scores, you owe me lunch bill. Angeke ke phela ngikuphikisanga ha. Sengizokowisha lunch njani ungakuphikisanga chin. Chin, hayibo. You ngeke. Now ko anisho nama I think refresh live yam because it's probably behind. Hey, only to find ukuthi ke gonna be worse. Ngizokhala mina inyembezi. Ngizokhala inyembezi. Oh lele. DSTV is temporarily unavailable. I did click on live. It's saying it's live. Oh, the game has started. Yeah, I was behind. So we are within. The game has obviously started. We are going to be watching it now. Moses is saying Utol is our weakest link, probably. Saying Utol is probably our weakest link. Martin Toli, both of them calling up. We are giving away position already, which is not good. This is not a good thing. How do we consider free kick so early on? Given, this is not good. This is certainly not good. But Nailom he was waiting for that. Khosi saying now uyahlekisa yazi ungaze ukudube ukudla mayedliwe iChiefs land. Mina used to do that. Yabo manje ngoba bese ngitravel ayingibuya ngilambe kakhulu, and also because what happens is that after interviewing people, it's exhausting. I enjoy it, but it's also exhausting. These two things can happen at once, at the same time. I mean, because on one hand, I talk to people and what happens. Pogantul is saying it reminds him of COVID. Hey, COVID was the worst time, ne? Hey, Pegwepal, ngithi kuzoba yikho. Imagine conceding inside the first 2 minutes. Bekuzoba nzima nje. Bekuzoba enye inkinga. But what I'm saying is that after the interviews, after the games and all that stuff, I interview people. It takes like 30 to 45 minutes. Yeah, isiqalile. Yeah, isiqalile. It's like 1 minute 59 seconds, man. 2 minutes usuphelile. So mhlambe ngemumva njalo. Angazi mangemumva nengitshela. But what happens is that you are tired, you come back, you like ngisho kuthiwa i-chips ngicasulile, it's fine, ngizodla ngoba ngilambile. And I always eat the same thing because it's the garage elisuke lisavuliwe ngibuye ngithenga ukudla. Unless kade ngiseThekwini. The first time ngangiye eThekwini chips, come on. The first time ngangiye eThekwini it was yazi chips njalo singigilile. Ngahamba on a Friday night. I arrived in Durban in the morning. Durban ekuseni. Ayibo. This is looking like Cape Town Spurs is coming out swinging, by the way. Ngiphazamisa ngisaxoxa story sami. Ngafika eThekwini ngo-6 ekuseni. And then from there I waited ukuze kuphume ilanga, and then I walked towards Mapita. Then I went to Sun Coast. I went to a restaurant ngadla. Ngifuna ukisho ngamagama. Ama-restaurant ngizowasho ngamagama ama sebengisponsorisha if ngibathemba. Anyways, ngiyafika ngahlala the whole day, ngase ngozela ngikhathele, ngayobuka igame, angigezile njalo. After the game, I still had to do interviews. I was tired. Then I got in a bus again after the game, and then got home it wasn't a Friday night, it was a Saturday night. So I got here in Joburg at 7:45, and I had to come to work. Imagine that. I was late for work. Nginuka nginjalo ngicina ukugeza ngomgqibelo. Hey Chiefs. Lapho uyodrowa ne-chip. Lapho uyodrowa ne-chip. So let's look at how the team looks right now. It does look like a 4-3-3 as we had said before the game. Uguti, this would be a 4-3-3. And obviously you can already see what's happening. You can already see that Umtutuzi Shabalala Umtutuzi Shabalala is already inverting a lot to create those midfield overloads, and they are not depending on the fullbacks actually inverting into midfield. They are doing the inverting themselves and letting the fullbacks wide. And also you can see Toli is clearly tracking back to help at the back. And I hope Uranga, as he's the target man, he stays like that. One other thing that I like about Udovias, guys, is the fact that he is the correct mixture. He's a chance. How? Why is he not passing? Why is he not passing? He could have passed that ball. Do you see the chance that Ranga just missed? I hope I'm not that far behind. Uranga could have easily passed that ball. Udoli was clear and free. He was supposed to pass. Now that's selfishness. We cannot have this. Like, we cannot have this nonsense. We've talked about this. That's nonsensical. I understand the guy wants to score, but that doesn't mean be selfish and not pass people who are in better goal scoring position. That's just ridiculous. That is just ridiculous. How kunini isikhala ngabadlali beChiefs ukuthi ba selfish. Bona basaqhubeka bayenza lento. It's unacceptable. We cannot accept none of this. Oh. As umuntu nje, he's supposed to pass that ball to Dolly. It doesn't. It doesn't at all. As a shame. Please like the video, by the way, as we continue to watch this game. Give me your thoughts as the match goes on. I know it's a bit tricky. Temba is saying, trust me, Kaizer Chiefs can't play on an empty stadium. And Vela, that's how we lost the league because we're doing well, we're doing well, we're doing well. It's funny because what Utemba is saying, ushintshe igama lakho futhi la sekubhala ukuthi uThemba Sibusiso Shezi kaBoo or kaBo. Oh, Gabo. Gabo. Think so. Yeah. London. But London. Or Gabo. No, it's kuningi nje. Frosler has the ball. No, that's Castillo. They have a same body shape. Nansi into engayithanda. I hope this is just the once off ukuthi uFrost Castillo is out wide because of those rotations that they usually make and do. Crossing, no, no, wide, wide. Today we are missing abo Spesihle abekho kuma chat namhlanje. Ngiyazi once igame iyaqala nithula nithi du nisuke senimincile. Ha Tem uthini mawuthi I am far behind. Phela far behind says that I am really behind in a way that is unknown to men. How far behind am I? Ngizokutshela manje ukuthi ngikuphi. Mina right now ngiku-741. At the moment I say 741 wena ubukuphi. Right? Bhala kuma comment then ngizobona ukuthi ngisemumva kangakanani. Frost labayageja bengu-755 ngifuna ukubona ukuthi mangiyi-refresher izongibuyisa isingibeke kubani. Let's see. Ngibuyisela la igcine khona ke kodwa ku-810. So mawuthi I am far behind. Uyangistress, I mean. Uyangistress. Kodwa ama-Ikori Chiefs, load shedding is killing us. Nina load shedding Nkosi yami yazi kuningi nje. Futhi engilambile mina. Wakhuluma nge-load shedding kanti mina ngiyilambele-ke futhi at that very instant. At that very instant. I don't know why the stream is so behind because when I wasn't here, I thought it was because I'm not in SA. But man, it turns out this thing is also behind. And I can see what it is behind because I see goodness cut, even if it was wrong. Thing check. So mina, I am basically 3 minutes behind temp. If you game iqala ngesikhathi, that basically means the whole stream is 3 minutes behind. Even when I wasn't here, yeah, about 2 minutes sometimes. Mina ngibuka ku DSTV mfethu leshandesi le. At this point manje I'm watching it on DSTV, so I do not have the stream. Nangu uNkosi uthi I'm 10 seconds behind. Kangijabulisa ke lokho. Go! Ibik 935. Yo Tem. Mana ke we Tem. Mina ikhani ngiku 935 akusili igoli bagejile. Nami njalo le DSTV nawe ngiyisebenzisa, it's not even mine ekaThemba. It's not even mine ekaThemba because i-DSTV andinayo personally because ngiye-stadium. Kodwa wethu msana, there is a live streaming place I know. Ukuthi when last I checked it wasn't working. So yeah, I think I tried to refresh it many times and it still didn't work. Let me try and see if it works. If it works for me, it will probably work for you. Because this is a stream that I used before. So if it works, then Ziakal. Let's see. Nope. It's in your 404 not found. So that stream doesn't work anymore. That should be a goal. No, it's not. Let me look for the other one. VIP League. Try that streaming site. It's called VIP League. and then you can just search Kaizer Chiefs and see what is their stream. VIPleague.im. Try that one. Let me try it myself and see is it working. Because if it works, then it will probably work for you too. See. Oh yeah, it does work. It does work. It's also 1 minute behind because it's on 10:14. This one is on 11:47. So yeah, there is a stream called VIPleague.im. I will not share it on the channel because if I do that, I might be in trouble. So VIP League, type VIPleague.im. VIP League, League LEAGUE.im. There is a stream that might work for you. Yeah, it's behind, obviously. It makes sense. Try that one. Okay. We haven't seen nothing as in this game since it began. We haven't seen much, except, well, we have seen something actually. We've seen a player being completely and utterly selfish, which obviously one can justify by saying, oh, he's being selfish because he hasn't played in a long time, and him not playing in a long time is making him desperate, which I understand. But as I said, it's a justification. Elisa Stadium into esobe siyigcwele on a Saturday. It's such a contrast. Completely empty today, full to the brim on Saturday. It will be full and full and full and full. Kicken is now attacking from the left. Surely that should be a goal. You don't see this usually with other players. Abonkosi ngiphile ngcobo izinto abazenza on the ball. Uyakwazi ukuthi athathe ibhola asikaze. Even that, it's nothing much, but it's just confidence because you then move like 2 meters ahead of where you were initially, and you are closer to the goal than you were in the beginning. So I think that Nkosi Ngiphile Ngcobo are players that we really missed, and I'm glad we have him back. Manje la majita e-Chiefs ahleli all around i-ground abahleli ndawonye cause khona ome lapha ngemuva. Abona khona umjito omele angijwayele ukuma khona nje lapha yedwa kodwa naye. Ngibuka i-stadium manje ngiyacabanga ukuthi futhi icamera vele ayivezi umuntu ohleli. Hey! Akalibambelanga. Uyasirobha lo keeper. Elibhola ulibambele ngaphandle siyambona nje isigebenga. Ngikhiphe isigebenga. The goalkeeper is Gebenga Rengas. Dominic Mcebo niyahlupha kodwa niyahlupha. Niyahlupha Dominic, niyahlupha. Yabona manje sekumele ngilinde 2 minutes knowing very well ukuthi Chiefs isikorile. I'm waiting 2 whole minutes knowing that it's about to be a goal. And then it's a cross. Shabalala plays it across. No ways. So someone is going to cross. Chivaviro is going to head. That's what I'm thinking. Castillo! Of course it is. Of course it is. Edson Castillo, the Magnificento. Castillo, 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 Castillo. I'm not that far behind. Let's go. Imagine that. Look at that. Let's go, Edson. Let's go, Edson. It's such a predictable goal. Like, I knew the momentum to crosses. It's either the person is heading there or is heading there. I'm happy. I'm happy. Oh my days. Look who has an assist. Look who has an assist. It's Yusuf Mort. It's Mart himself. It's the smartest. Eat that. Guys, ngiyamthanda mina uMac-Goldbridge guys. Yazi lo mtshita loya ungikhumbuza uyadelela kuma live streams zakhe. Uyadelela kuma live streams zakhe. So if this had been someone that he let's say we Manchester United, if this was McTominay scoring and the cross was by Bruno, he would have said, "Eat that, you pricks." Uma idelela abantu akade begxeka a certain player if they were criticizing someone, uqhamuke sesho njalo esethi esebiza ngama pricks. Manje mina ngibiza umuntu ngama prick. But I'm happy for Matt because he has an assist in a game of this. It seems like a relatively small game. However, it's very important as a confidence booster. I know Guti, when you're playing in derbies like we will be on Saturday, that at the end of the day, if form does not matter as much as the magnitude of the game itself. But you cannot dismiss the fact that you need to be somewhat confident. And I think that having some confidence or some boost ahead of that game will obviously not do us any harm. So I'm not against this thing at all. I'm happy. How can I be against the team winning? Obviously, that would just mean I'm a psychopath. Moses is saying good football. Maybe we have a good coaching, but we must wait and watch. It's too early. Yeah, Fetish, you are right. Obviously, we're gonna be happy because we scored a goal. Obviously. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Uzozo Moses esethi uzozo Dominic esethi lakhala. You are that person. Oh, you know, there's a guy, not good, there was a guy, a friend of mine actually. Ubonile kundiza isikhova guys, isikhova lesi esindiza phansi phuka, it's not isikhova, ilulwane. A bet. What do you call a bet konje ngesiZulu? What is a bet in Zulu? Phela mina, I do not know these things now. I am model C, you see. A bet ilulwane, yeah. Ilulwane. Mbona ilulwane lindiza phambi kwecamera because there is no bird flying at this time. So okay. Asibone Cape Town City. As it stands, they are sitting there. Cape Town Spurs. I won't lie. For my selfish reasons, I want Cape Town Spurs to be relegated. That's not for anyone's reason. That's for my selfish reasons. Hey, nanguthi of a sleeper. Khosi is saying I prefer Lee, Ghana, Renzo or Expressions kuno Mac-Goldbridge. You know what? Uli Ghana is he not the one who supports Liverpool? I don't even know who that is, but I know the name. I've heard it before. Who Expressions phela. Who Expressions Buffett is if I had that energy, Expressions, you should check out these other YouTubers. Minang now my YouTubers shit. Who Expressions is just on his own level and he does things his own way. And that's what I like about people. Uguti, if you watch videos, Expressions on his YouTube channel, he is animated all the time. All the time. He's cursing again, he curses. He's like all the viral, more like all the loose learned. He will come up with puns, he will come up with everything mid live stream and talk about everything, and come up with anything. And these streams are the most entertaining, obviously. But Mac-Goldbridge is why I like him is because he's just chilled. Like he's not even trying to entertain. Like when he's angry, when Maguire makes a mistake or when someone, you can see Uguti, this is not manufactured. Expression sometimes it's like, are you forcing that? But sometimes you can see good value genuinely, but it's over the top. Mac-Goldbridge, nah. Who come? What is this? What is this nonsense? Ayo Goldbridge. And United, are they not playing today? I'm not sure. He's probably had a live stream already. But Nati, we're aspiring to get to that level whereby we'll be streaming games and we won't be 10 seconds behind. We are getting there. I must get my Yeah. That's not a conversation for a stream. But yeah, it's so far okay. How ayikho le nto yenziwa ulokhunja lapha urang. He's offside, I get it, but he's not supposed to be panicking like that. Like there's no need at all. He's offside, but still have composure. He's trying to loop the keeper in that case, which did not help him obviously because it was mistimed. On other news, my laptop is breathing heavily. That's not even. That's not even. But yeah, I like different types of YouTubers. They give you different types of things. Uh, Musa, there is a head injury right now. If I was not behind quick game, bengizo experiment. Yini lo amjito lapha emva kwepali likakhune? He's wearing earphones. Ngathi ulalela ingoma nje. Ngathi unseki mawumbuka. I initially thought unseki ufunani la. Kanti it's because ugqokela ama tracksuit amakhulu. It's nice to see you giving him Simango back. What do you guys think of the game so far? Just like Cape Town City is actually design is almost nice, but then Ajax. It's funny because Akiri they were Ajax Cape Town, and then they found and decided that Ajax Amsterdam is not really giving them anything. And then they decided to cut ties with Ajax Amsterdam. That's why they are no longer called Ajax Cape Town, because their relationship was supposed to be Ajax Amsterdam does something for them financially, they sell them, then they sell players, and then Ajax Amsterdam can send coaches as well to improve them. Now Lomshana Ashley Cupid, Kaizer Chiefs wanted this guy, and then they ended up not signing him. I will not to Cupido. I mean Russian totally. There were stories and Peloguti Chiefs wanted him. And if his team does get relegated this season, HFC will it would be much easier for Chiefs. I wonder though Uguti does he have in his contract a relegation clause? Because that would do him a lot of good. Because some players do have relegation clauses in their contracts. But I wonder if you can have a relegation clause. A relegation clause, they force the club to release or let go of the player or allow bids to come in for the player, and not just to allow the bids to come in, but to accept one of them. Because the moment the team is relegated, then the player can no longer play for them. You have players like Abo Shid and Shakiri, that's how they ended up going to Abo Liverpool. You have just recently James Madison, Leicester got relegated, and then in his contract, Wagner relegation clause. Yuri Tillemans is playing for Aston Villa, and we're about to see something amazing again, which is good. First of all, he sends a mistake, and then we end up scoring. Let me watch this move. Kone to Titlokwe. Titlokwe plays it to Dove. Dove plays it back. Nako Garanga, that's the one. Plays a nice cross ball. He made a mistake, Lomchitalo, and then he slips. Wow. What a mistake. What a mistake. Whoa. Is that a deflection? 2. That's good. I see Konjalo Tin. I learned. That's good. He can't believe it. The way he's holding his head. It's like, oh my God, I finally scored. I hope that does not end up being called an own goal, because I saw. I don't owe you anything, Kofi. Okay. Yeah. It's a goal. Yeah, it is goal. Ish, I owe you lunch. But it wasn't I didn't. Yang rob. Yang rob. will see what we can do. We'll see what we do. We will see about this lunch. Manje le lunch izoba khona nini? Ngizokuthengela I will buy you those burgers. Those burgers, not burgers, those hot dogs, stadium. That's the lunch you're gonna get. For a bet that I didn't even make. Equally eline luck phakathi leli. Hey baba, you make your own luck. You make your own luck. See, now we've been getting destroyed by Siyabonga Chivas. We've been getting crushed by small teams. We've been getting destroyed by absolutely small teams. And now my appetite has just gone up. So now I'm going to eat. Wait, but it's 26 minutes. I can't eat food now. Where my restaurant? I need a restaurant that is going to be. We are trying to grow. That is why I'm saying, guys, get more people to like the video, subscribe to the channel, tell your friends to subscribe, because the bigger we are, the easier we are to market ourselves to them, to the shandies, to the sponsors, ne? So Kaizer official match day sponsor of the food. Yeah, you know. But kodwa mangisa stadium I can't do that. Ngiyahlupha njalo ngokucabanga. This is orphans meet. Makhosi 440 events. Come kusongena. Hey, yazi ngase ngithi ngizoyiditcha I-intro yami njalo. Interesting story. This is so relaxed. Ngiyayikhulumela nje. To play Ben Chiefs fans kuzoba mnandi stadium. Uyabonani? Shuthi thina kahle kahle into kumele siyenze in the next game. Obviously I'm being sarcastic before I get arrested. Into kumele yenziwe abalandeli beChiefs kumele bafike bashaye ucoach on Saturday and then get a ban for the next game. Bayoyibuka that next game bashaye ucoach futhi. Ukuze bezobhenwa e-stadium and then they will be able to play abadlali bethu bawin. And then who played is saying abalandeli they must be banned from the stadium the whole season. Hayi kumele masibuyela nje stadium Saturday before igame iziqale kumele sivele sishaye ucoach. Hey, sifuna nesibhene stadium isizini yonke. Hayi badoda. Hayi cha shebe. Ngiyadlala njalo bengazi abantu bangithathe serious because abantu bazokuklipa baklipa into engekho. Bethi umpilo is inciting violence. Let me reload the stream. 28:45. Ngifuna ukubona mangireloada ngizobuya sengikubani. Reload ngesikhathi eswrong. Uthi hey Priest Bhaxo when not played. The Priest Bhaxo. The pre-match Bhaxo. 29:28 anisho ukuphi umuntu obuka ku TV isikhathi sami njengamanje sithi 29:36 wena obuka ku TV sithini isikhathi sakho ngifuna ukubona ukuthi sengisele by how many minutes. I'm at 29:45 when I said this. Where was the thing? Pre-match Bhaxo. No, this is a good goal, make no mistake about it. But I will tell you, that's also poor marking. It's a good goal, Lilga Castillo, but it's also very poor marking. Ne? I'm not saying it's luck, right? The first goal. I'm not saying it's luck, but I am saying it's all life with any. Moses is saying, Kevin Johnson, I respect you. And then life with animals, they say saying causing peeling or fire. The team is doing okay result wise. What I want now is for us to destroy them. Utsepo ngibuke ngefone, I'm 10 to 15 seconds ahead. Yebana kusho uNkosi ngihlehle ngisemuva ngenye indlela. And then danke Nkosi. And then Tsepo is saying Pilo, awe Tsepo. And 440 events is saying, man, I am always looking forward to analysis. You are so good at this, and I see game by game you are getting even better. Keep on keeping on, my brother. Equals Alpelumoy. Do you see this? This is a smile. It just happened. That makes me happy. Thank you. Yes, bongela. Yes, bongela kaloku. Yes, bongela. I'm not close. I just like saying things in close. And by the way, I've noticed that there's a lot of Kaizer Chiefs fans who are closer people. There's a lot, like everywhere. Because the first game when we was in we're in what's the name? I think this is going to be cool. The score right now is 2-0 and Chiefs are about to score the third one. Nope. Nope, it's 2-0. It's 2-0. The first goal was scored by you know who, Edson Castillo, and then the second goal was scored by the man himself, the man, the myth, the legend, Ranga Chivaviro. And by the way, you can watch the game on vipleague.im. That is an illegal stream. I'm not promoting it. I'm telling you that it's illegal, but people do watch match videos there. So it's there. Go there. Just go there and then you'll find it. It's up. Or the score is 2-0. The score is 2-0. And then ublade. Ukudoli. Ukudoli umfana uyamshiya. Usayile ubezodlula lapha. Ubezodlula usayile lapha. Skun futhi, skun. Yabo makuthiwa umuntu skun, bezodlula skun. And then ublade is saying it makes you turn your tum feel good when you receive a compliment. Yeah, boy, it makes me feel warm and fuzzy in my tum. That's another thing I copied from another YouTuber called Simon Miller. He works for What Culture Wrestling. I like his reviews. Mina vele, I get inspired by different people. Like him. Hey, let's go. Angazi nenzani. So it makes me feel warm and fuzzy in my tum. Umavin Dube saying ubukile lento mpilo. Ranga just needs proper wingers to feed him. Yebo, Ranga is not a hurricane kind of a number 9. The type that will go to midfield, collect the ball, and you're still expecting him to score. He's not that type. He's just there. I'm in the box. Give me the ball. That's offside, isn't it? It's not. Wow, I thought it was offside. Let's see. And then 440 is saying, so yeah, I do agree with you. Ranga needs service. And we've not been giving him service because our midfield has been too defensive. And then 440 events is saying, Naki Mopedi, Mata, not Kos. No, I'm the one who is I'm the one who just likes saying things in Kos. But I won't lie to you, Shem. I love Khosi, how it sounds sometimes. Let's go. I love how it sounds. So sometimes I end up saying something in Khosi and people might assume in Khosi. My sister the other day even said to me, "How umpilo?" Oh, ekhaya bangibiza ngompilo, by the way. So it's weird mangisekhaya ngithi, "Hi Mpilo, I am your host." But abashana ubani manje umpilo? Then I ended up saying, okay, I am your host. If you noticed, when I was home, I ended up saying straight because that's where they that's how they know me, Malumuste. But anyone who knows me after 2016, 2015 knows ukuthi ngumpilo because that's how I introduced myself. Hello, I'm Pilo. Kamala Muste Makai. Anyways, next up is something is wrong. Something is definitely wrong. My stream just disconnected. It's back. Ivan. Hey, okay, we're back. Hey, my chat disconnected for a second. I don't know what happened. Okay. So Yeah, uBlade ubesasho ukuthi uNkosi ngiphile bathanda yeah, kade ngifreezile. Imagine that. It's I don't know what happened. Something was happening with the Wi-Fi. I need a computer, guys. It's between whether I should just buy the Mac Mini, what, like computer because it's powerful enough. Because I can't buy a MacBook Pro; it's too expensive. Yeah, because now I'm looking at buying a computer that would be powerful enough to handle my live stream. Because the other thing on iPhone is to have a live stream and then be glitching, because then that's not a good. That's not a good. What's the thing? That's not a good watching experience for you. I don't like that. So yeah, I'm planning to get a laptop maqala unyaka. Mase ngibuyile ekhaya ngathengela ingane uniform, ngazi ukuthi ingane zi-right, uniform zi-right, imali ya January. Bese ke ngiyabuya ke eGoli ngizoyisebenza futhi imali. Anyways, bayawathanda amagwinya. Moses is saying, Pilo, there is coming Modi and Sahil. Yeah, imagine. They are coming. Someone is cooking in the kitchen. Someone is cooking in the kitchen and I'm smelling the food they are cooking. Hey, lang kumele ningilethele ukudla, kumele ngibatshele nje ukuthi abangilethele ukudla nami uze ngizodla ku-stream. Cape Town Spurs coming forward up to no avail. Dove is committed, Shem. Dove is committed. Olisi is saying we are still a bit slow. We need more intensity. Fact. That is why with this game, what was more important is to just win it and have some confidence. But the game is not played at any pace that I appreciate. It's just meh. Akukho lokuthi we're keeping the ball and we're showing purpose and we're doing things with the ball. It's not like a great game to watch. It's nice ngoba siyawina, which is obviously something that a man will always want for his team to be leading. But thinking sekuyikho ukuthi we are not thinking. We are not playing particularly expansive football. It's just playing good enough football. Abadlali mabefinya kanje, I don't know ngempela mina ngiyanqena le nto le. You must commit to that. Because what if uphuma lihlala la ifinyile? Egamini ikamera ikubhekile, guys. Ufovotho ungibuza ukuthi ngihlala phi? Ngihlala eGoli mina baba. uBlade sengibadlala ngawe ekhaya sice. But nje emakhaya ngikhula nje ngibizwa ngusice nje. Wekhona ungasiqhathi wena? Umxolisi is talking about. Oh, uyibuzela u440. Oh, cause awukhulumi nami, ngikhuluma nodwa. It's fine. Umxolisi is saying away. Oh, Marvin is saying, oh, I see you. That's a comment addressed to Mxolisi. We would wait for the weekend. The match will be fast paced unless both teams choose to be defensive. Yazi, I could have already made. I could have done the match preview of Saturday's game, and I think what will happen on Saturday, Nje, while we're here, is the fact that both teams won't want to lose, and that is why that game will be probably boring. I'm not saying this like those Sundowns fanboys or ukuthi nje vele derby feel, because if it derby feel phela, why are still people north of 80,000 attending the game? People still care about the derby. There is a few people who are trying to make us believe that the derby is no longer important. It's the most attended game in South Africa, and given the fact that FNB Stadium, last I checked, I think it's number 4 in the world in terms of capacity, which means the only fixtures that actually beat on goal, which means actually what actually happens, what actually happens is that Chiefs the Pirates, when they're playing, because they have attendance is about 90,000 sometimes. After COVID, we've been at 80. I think we had 90 as well. But derby is getting attended by 90,000 people and most stadiums are like at capacity of 80,000, which means basically when Man United plays Manchester City, they have fewer people watching than Chiefs watching and Pirates, saying in terms of stadium attendance. You get me? So it is up there. You can't just try and dismiss it. The matches might be boring, but they are still very much relevant. So people can say what they want about the derby. It's still the best game in the country. In Africa, it's the most attended unless there's a stadium bigger than FNP. Hayibo. Hayi bebengeke bahlale bengaconcede. Bebengeke bahlale bengaconcede. How has that ball just gone over? How has this happened? Mates, what is wrong with you? Honestly. Upuma pambuka given. What is given? Okay. There are two things that could have happened in this goal. First up, Ugiven, okay. Ugiven was supposed to be let alone to deal with that. Angazi ukhunu yapi. Angazi uyapi ukhunu. Honestly, I cannot tell you why Ukune is going out. Because Ugiven still had enough time to go and make a tackle. Ubebengamvalisa, but still Utitlok was going to come across. We shouldn't have considered such a stupid goal. That's unacceptable. And after we just defended Ugiven and said that he's quicker than Ungobo, it's then unacceptable for him to be caught ball watching like this and concede. We should score. Mshini? Oh, what a save. What a save. What a save. Hey guys, that's a good save. That's a good save by the keeper. I'm sorry. This is a good save. Probably one of the saves of the season. I'm telling you now. That's a very, very good save, ne? Says Considile. Yeah, I was saying that because I'm going to tangent. I hope this is not a itumba. It's a corner. Let's look at the corner and see what happens with it. Nonsense. It's not good enough. Okay, so yeah, Ngitimina, what's going to happen in the Saturday game? Because Jose is under a lot of pressure, but Kevin Johnson understands what it means to not win the derby either. Not either. He understands what it means to not win a derby too. As such, he will be more careful. Because Saturday, the starting 11, I can tell you now, he's going to play Castillo, Matt, and Mteto in that midfield. On bench. Because they are going to... You are going to thingy. They are going to try and be careful. That's what they'll be trying to do. Who played is cutting Brazil, to Brazil. Khosi sengipilo ukile wazibambela intombi yomXhosa. Lutho hey mina kwezomjolo shem ngifocused angiyi kumuntu mangamboni ngimshada, so yikho nje uzothola ukuthi in my entire lifetime you can count in one hand people I've been in relationships with, and then ke bese beyangibhedela ke bese ngiyabayeka ke obangiyeke in some cases, which is ukungibhedela vele. But this is not a romantic session. And then we move on to another comment. Basakhuluma bodwa unkosi ukuthi useTeflop. Kanti uTeflop is an actual place. I thought uTeflop was just a place from Skim Sam. I'm obviously ignorant. Forgive me. Forgive me for being ignorant. So ibhola le-Chiefs impela is approved by Kapa. Iba. In one hand, we played izinto engekho. And then okay, I don't get it. The joke that is being said there. Yeah, go Teflop, is it a real place? Jalo, is it a real place? Teflop. ublade saying ukuzala ukuzelula le ngane izobe zingibuza ukuthi manje malume urekhoda nini kuthi kubanda lezi ngane lezi sengiyifakile kule channel ngenkani kumele ngiyifeatureishe ngoDecember sikhulume ngebhola hayi malume usibani manje usidlisile ukuthi I can't stream mangisekhaya ngiyithemba internet because iyodwa esebenzayo ukusamele ngimteste nale enye angifuni ukubasho ngamagama futhi nje kahle kahle kusebenza uTelkom mangisekhaya ungathandi futhi awusebenzi ngifuna ukucheck uVodacom ukuthi wena uzongiphaphela because the game yangi-9 we are going to play it at FNB right against who I forget who are playing on the 9th. No, I think we're in Polokwane on the 9th against Polokwane City, which means umuntu uzoya Polokwane, but then I will go home because ikole izovalwa nge-8 or nge-11. And then mangifike ekhaya, I was thinking about going to the game on the 23rd, but then I thought there's a chance. Nope, there isn't. But then I thought to myself, if ouch. Then I thought if I go on the 23rd, then that means mina ngizobe ngitravela ngeyi-23 noma ngeyi-24 and then kuzobe kugcwele emnyango. So that's kuzobe kugcwele emgwaqeni and that's not good. I want to be with my family for Christmas because last Christmas I wasn't with them because I was in Indonesia. The Christmas before that I wasn't there because I had to work. So I haven't spent Christmas with them. No, New Year. Wait, did I spend New Year with them? I don't even know at this point. No, I actually went home and left 21 December because I had to work on Christmas. Working. Yeah, party. Yeah. Halftime. Who played is saying Madrid and transfer interest in Kylian Mbappe. Aibo, after so many years. How many times have we been told that Madrid have ended their how many times have they said it's the interest has ended? It ends and it starts. It ends and it starts. So that one I don't believe. Yeah. And then ngesikhathi siconsider leya goal leya Marvin is saying we are ball watching now. That wasn't nice to look at. So ibona vele mase beveza ama highlights ukuthi what actually happened. Who played is saying, hey, we are ball watching na eskodwa na lo Riv where am host wenzeni manje uRiv angibonanga yazi ukuthi wenzeni angibonanga ukuthi wenzeni uFrost. So la machita lana i-Chiefs they still do the salute even when abalandeli bengekho stadium. They still do the salute even when abalandeli bengekho. And then Obed is saying the goal started from the playback that came from the midfield. You are alone. Why are you passing back? Akere, this is what we're saying beginning of the game. We're saying that even though you have a player like you have Peterson who has been obviously Lisa for a very long time, but at the same time you can blame him and also say at the same time we do a lot of back passes, right? And those back passes are not good because the keeper is not doing well. Or if it's not the keeper, it's a case of what's this thing? It's a case of this thing that just happened. We pass the ball back, we end up getting under pressure. The next thing we're conceding a goal. So I definitely see why people will be unhappy with the concession of that goal. Who played again? Who played nje? Played uyabhoreka awuthi ngimiyeke mina. Uzongikhulumela ngayo. Xolisa ukhala nge-intensity. There is nothing, right? I feel like we have seen this movie before whereby we kind of would I say switch on, switch off? I would say that we we just lower the intensity like a lot. We lower the intensity a lot, and because of that, we leave ourselves open to pressure should the team that we are playing against decide ukuthi they are aggressive or they are doing something. And that's exactly what happened. Salala, Sabatu relaxed, and then we considered a goal. And it's exactly what happens. Uguti, you can't just relax. Can't just relax. Excuse me. Umandla is saying casualness will be the death of Kaizer Chiefs. Bengisasho leyo nto leyo. We I think Atlanta is a lot, guys. Yabo last season. Because we started games, we started well, and then we thought, we're good. And then what would happen? Then we'd concede a goal. And then now we can't find our way back. So I hope this did not give Cape Town Spurs what's this thing? Confidence that they can now come back, because if that's the case, then we've serious problems. So I hope that's not what happened there. I cannot handle a comeback. Nope. Angikho nje kuyimudi ama comeback right now. Khosi is saying, I'm not sure because they call this place Mankwaneng and Tef at the same time. Maybe your place is Teflop. And Teflop is not a fictional place. Amanda is saying that goal we considered is definitely Nkosi Mpile Ngcobo's fault. I haven't seen the last part of the goal where the move begins. I just saw the last part, which is where they play the ball over, and both Ungcobo, or not Ungcobo, both advertiser. Both both giving him Simango, no Shandis, who's this? Not Titloko. They were not aware that someone is running behind, and they let him go in, and then he ended up scoring, which is obviously unacceptable. Uspesihle is saying the 9th of December Zlala ne Polokwane City, and Umut is going to Polokwane, obviously. Mandla is saying midfield being casual and passing the ball to defense for no reason. We said this beginning of the game. Stop this thing, we'll pass the ball and move. And I don't know why this is like we'll say people move. I know sounding in Komo ball rotation in but come on, there are other ways of rotating the ball, especially in a game that you have control of. Like looking at the first goal, no one is putting pressure on Matt. There is like 2, 4, 5 Cape Town City players and 2 Kaizer Chiefs players, but we end up scoring a goal. Cape Town City is poor and we should be destroying them. This is one of those games where we're supposed to actually be making a statement, like to say, look at us, but we are being casual and doing things we're not supposed to do. Unkosinathi Makwabe is saying Kevin needs to shout at our players. They are too relaxed. That's true. Akere, this is where the whole thing, for the second goal, it was unfortunate there because he slipped. And it did the thing that every player does. You know, Maudlisili team, when Zanga to Limel, Agalibalanga Lomchit, he just slipped. Kupi Kulit. Ushelelele, and then Ushelelele shame, and then he pretends to be injured. I've done this many times. Manglisili. I know it. Anyone who has played football and has made a mistake, you know this trick. It's the oldest trick in the book. You consider a goal, you pretend to be injured. And then, yeah, he must definitely shout at the players. We need strong coaches. And he needs to prove that, because if he's not strong enough, these players will just walk all over him and be casual and not do the things they're supposed to do. You watch coaches like Klopp. Klopp umthole memezi team efuna ipress ebe aggressive iscore ku-2-0, ku-3-0. Why? Because it's just elite mindset. You don't let nobody, you don't let anyone breathe. How he's offside? Is he offside? He is offside, isn't he? They are drawing their own offside line. Manje PSL ngazosiphaphela yona. Isi-draw ama-offside line manje siqala nini ukudraw ama-offside lines? Oh, ngifuna ukubona ukuthi bathini. But ibhola liphuma hayi bahlanga, he's not offside. I'm sorry to say that. But there was a pass there was the ball from umdlali we-Cape Town Spurs, so it can't be offside. Futhi angibazwanga nokuthi bathini. Ngicela ukubezwa bekhuluma into engekho. Hayi Matthew Put is talking nonsense. Yeah, Matthew Put is talking nonsense. Nangu DSTV ukhuluma udoti, bakhuluma udoti labantu laba guys. They are talking nonsense guys. Yabona ama-analysts South Africa ikibhola lethu linje. How is that offside? The ball came off the Cape Town Spurs player last and then it went to Ranga. How is that offside? Yazi boss bayikhuluma into engekho Thomas. Yazi bangicasula bakhuluma nje into engekho. Bakhuluma into engekho. Ibhola it came from Khosi Ngcobo. If it had come from Khosi Ngcobo and then went straight to Ranga, that's offside. Okay, but it's not offside because it went to the Cape Town Spurs player. They're talking nonsense. They're talking nonsense bebadala. Sibathembile. Uzozwa ke lama fanboy azobe sekhuluma udoti esethi I don't even see how Khosi Ngcobo lost the ball. I don't even see. I see the final pass. Even the highlights are showing the last part of the goal. Kodwa ke still bangicasula ke mina. Uthi abantu bakhuluma into engekho. And then now umuntu played who says we need 2 more goals. We do. And Costa is saying we should be the ones pressing, not the other way around. We are a bigger team. We are a bigger team, Fed. We can't be giving these guys anything. Ama scraps. And Khosi Khona is saying Khona bandla ama back pass ama back pass khona badlala ama back pass kakhulu kodwa uma uattacker kungcono kade bagcina ukudlala kanje. Mina ngifune improvement in performance. I want absolute destruction of fools. I'm sorry to call these players fools. But it's nonsensical. It's okay, sengikhuluma ngobhuti sengiquba izinto ezimbi ehlukene. But yeah, do not play ibhola ulise emuva, ulisaphi ibhola emuva. Sifuna ukuwina thina. And then the other comment is saying after good first half, Chivaviro and Shabalala, true. Kusho special to special last 10 minutes too casual. Please coach must definitely shout at them and make changes. Ngezidlala abadlali phela belokhu bezoba casual la bazi ngebakhishwa. After the goal, Costa is saying goals Spurs started pressing. It seems like we are failing to keep the ball. We are rushing it and end up losing it. I think it's that same thing. We become too comfortable, we concede, then we panic. Now we can't keep the ball. And then next one, U440 is saying you must be hungry. I am hungry. I'm very hungry, man. Leanto le chips and quarter chicken. Quarter chicken. That shouldn't sound right. But yeah, it's quarter chicken, but still it's not good enough. Ngindoda umzulu mina. Futhi ngibuye ejimini. And then Xolisi usakhala nge-intensity, especially saying Ngobo since losing it now, maybe he's getting tired. The boy has not played in a long time. Long time. So very makes sense if he's tired. Usbong is saying positive guys, there's something here. Only not too happy with Dolly, but Kuna is back and his leadership. Young Ngobo is what we need. We're missing Mtetwa. Shout out to Ranga. Shout out to Ranga indeed. Shout out to Ranga scoring a goal. That's gonna do him a lot of confidence. Goes to the derby at the weekend, he scores a hat-trick. Olis is saying Blade is right. We need 2 more goals. Auspecially is saying we need to press them hard. George is saying I tell you about this back pass on Dove likes back pass. I did not even see the goal. What's going on? The second goal mina ngibone sekuyi through ball. Mina kuyi second goal ngiyanizwa makhosi ukuthi ngikhala ngo about what happened leading up to that goal ukuthi uNkosi Ngcobo did something with the ball. But at the same time mina I'm also complaining ukuthi how come Ukhune no Msimango didn't communicate? You get me? Because I felt like Umsimang was telling Kune to go back epaleni because he still had it covered. And it was going to be difficult for the player to score if Kune was ubesepaleni because akayivalanga i-angle. Ubeze gijima so amphambanisa nebhola. Kanti ukuba ubehlalile epaleni aclose near post bekuzoba nzima for the player to aim for the far post. Given ukuthi given Msimang funny. Given ukuthi Msimang was tracking back, so I don't think Ukune made the right decision by coming out of Ipal. Olis is saying played is right, we need to goals. Especially saying we need to press them hard. George is saying I tell you about sesifundile. Played is saying Booth and Teko abayiyeke lento abayidlayo. Siyazi ukuthi they play for Sundowns. Man, I think the question is if Cape Town Spurs players was in control, it's just kicked into him, then it's offside. No, the rule says ibhola malithinte umdlali loya, then laselaya lapha. Offside, akusi offside le. Because I remember, even if you remember the game last night, yeah, which game was this? Where they were checking. Game here Chelsea on Monday. Game here Chelsea in Tottenham, just a recent one. Ebola was headed by Sankoshlio, who's a defender le umdlali weCape Town we Tottenham. And if VAR were checking, Uguti did the ball touch the Tottenham the Chelsea player last? Because if the ball had touched the player last, then Dyer was not going to be offside. So as far as I know, Uguti Ibola, it doesn't matter if the player was in control or not. If Ibola tin't. I remember even in my Euros last season. Yeah, it was last Euros. I think Mbappe scored a goal like that. And then they were checking if Ibola touched umdlali we Germany, if they were playing Germany or Switzerland, I don't know. And then they found Uguti, yes, it did touch him last, so it wasn't offside. So I don't know how that rule applies then if that's not the case, because I've seen a lot of times, even the player when the player was not in control, even if he touched it, but so check, but from from the things that I've seen, nama VR checks up I check who does it come off the player, because how can you then be sure Guti the player was in control or not? Especially saying definitely not offside. Olis is saying Chiefs have 4 or 6. Oh yeah, we were supposed to have scored more goals. Usandile is saying SA analyst, I only trust Pumuzo. I love Abanye, by the way, great improvement under Johnson. The boys are finding spaces. I like Umanenje. I do feel like sometimes he tries to flex Kombiskuti, he knows. But it's fine. At least we know that he knows. I okay kanabazoqhamuka sebezothi umthetho is an attacking midfield. We respect them. They are good legends, they were good players, but the understanding yabo yebhola sometimes kubuye kube ngathi abalibukeli. Uplayed is saying George and Zwane for Dolly and Khosi. But manje uba uzodlala wide if uzofaka bobabili uDolly, uZwane no George. Waplamba manje played. Uzofaka ama attacking midfielder u2. Ukhiphe a wing. Mele ufake i-winger phela. Oh, wenzani played. Uchamo utzobadla lapha. Mathe saying Dove Shabalala Nkosi Ngiphile need to get this casualness out because they lose focus. That is true. uDove naye kuyamngena lokho. Unakho. And nala season abantu bebekhala ngaleyo nto lokuthi it does get too casual. And that becomes a bit problematic. Is that offside? Yes, it is offside. Played is saying chicken kwata ngikuthembile Mdungu wena udinga icornish. I don't even know what it is Cornish. Uphelo is saying I hate back passes. Cha phela bengizama into yokubambisa plate ngiphuthume ngavela ngayiphuthuma. Next stream I think isiqale 2 minutes late because bengisadla. yikho nalento ebengidlela kuyisela because bese kuphuthuma hayi ukuthi ngiyinuku ngeke ngihlale nesitsha sokudla eduze kwami kade ngidle. Umphelo is saying I hate back passes, you and me both. Fana futhi saying so wena Makhosi we trust. Mandla was saying couldn't misjudge the bounce of the ball. That ball also got me. I won't lie. I expected it to skid off the surface more. But mina the question yami wona Mandla isekuthena I think akasabukeli because angazi nomsebenzisa ifoni. My problem ne nangilahle ibhola umuntu. My problem ne is the fact that if you look at Msimang, it looks like he's telling Kune to go back because what ends up happening with Msimang is that he ends up not being able to make a tackle. How whenza no Frosla manje? He ends up not being able to make a tackle because ubezolimaza uKhune. So ugcine engasatacklish because uKhune bengamele aphume epaleni in the first player. Blade is saying Rodney angisela ngoshukela nami ama back pass. Fanele is saying Chiefs should score more goals. Umandla ke besiphikisana ke ngale rule so he check. And then Selo Simon say I'm so disappointed because Chiefs players rotate the ball slope and Nkosingpile is having a good game in that midfield. It's the casualness obviously that he must just get rid of. Mandla saying besaqhubeka siphikisana ukuthi if he's in control of the ball it's offside. That's why Put said it's hard to judge if the player is deemed to be in control. Angizwanga yonke into ayishilo ukuthi inkinga yami ukuthi they were even assessing ukuthi is that offside or not. I only had like 10 seconds of that conversation because ngimzwile ethi it's hard and yada. Unelson is saying Khosi we are ready to give back support. Awe. Olis is saying for me Mpilo Dolly must go. Oh, I understand ukuthi ubuthini. Olis uyiphindelana. Ukhosi is saying Kune was too late to come out. He should have been early to or just stay on the ball. Exactly. That's one of the things that I learned. That's one of the things that I learned in high school, in primary, not even in high school. I was told ukuthi you either come out or you stay. If uzophuma phuma uphelele. If ungekuphuma hlala epaleni. Because ma uyi second guess uzoba nenkinga. So kungcono vele uphume ma uphuma. And Ukune did not do that, which is disappointing for a keeper of his caliber and experience to be doing nonsense like that. Something engayifunda ngisese primary. Think ngangwa grade 5. Or tisha wami grade 5 wangitshela lokho. Maybe ngangwa grade 7. It's the ball across. And then you comment. Ukatle is saying loss of concentration will be the downfall of the game. It's too easy for us. It is easy for us. The way we're just progressing the ball, it's proof yokuthi le game le kumele ngabe sikude kabi ngescore, but we're not. Carpet Football is saying for Saturday's games I would like to see Solomon's playing as a right wing back, move Rosler into the middle, out Matt. Guys, kahleni. You're telling me ukuthi uzothatha a natural midfielder umsuse teamini udlalisa uFrosler uexperiment in a derby. I know we want Solomons to play, but it can't be risking out in chemistry because the players who are already playing in the team, they already know each other. At least they have that or some understanding about each other. So I wouldn't change anything, Mina Shem. I'm not gonna lie. We've been live for 2 hours. Yo, Shem. See live. And then played is saying biza izingane noma umama wasekhaya azothatha iplate. Nginengane yani ingane zasekhaya plate musukungixhaphaza. Wazi kahle ukuthi mina nginabashana anginaye yami ingane. Ngithandela abami abashana nje ezami izingane ngizoyibona mase nginemali yangempela. Ngoba kwamanje angikwazi ukuletha izingane kulomhlaba angayi afford nami ngathi ubona ukuthi angi-afford i-laptop bese uthi ngizo-afford iy'ngane. lady wangihlukumeza ngizoyi-afforda kanjani iy'ngane enga-afford manje ngidla ubhanana ku-live stream kumele ngudle ngale ndlela-ke manje ngiwuhlephule ngathi nangiya uBruce in the bench siyambona. That's a very bad tackle. PSL nje, we've normalized that should be a goal. Dolly passed the ball. That was a bad pass. That was a bad pass. Dolly simthembile. Kuyabasuka njalo lamajita lawo Dolly. Dolly ungabheja nomuzi wakho kuye ngelinye ilanga ukuthi yabona lapha ngibheja umuzi wami mele aphase kahle. Avela phasa umsangano. Ngawudla kubhanana ngendlela engaqondile ngoba ngiyazi abantu bayabheda. So kumele ngidle ubhanana manje engathi ngiyawuhlephula ngcolisa izandla zami. Hayi. That should be a goal. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. How? What nonsense is this? Urang uyasixhaphaza. And mina vela ngizwana nokuxhashazwa. Uranga nje uyasixhaphaza lapha. Silikhuluma ngeqiniso phambi kaNkulunkulu. Uyasixhaphaza uranga lapha. Lapha buka iphasi enhle kanjani. Uranga uyasixhaphaza. Okay. It's a good save but still. Azosichaphaza. Bambelela kulokho ukuthi uyasichaphaza uranga. On second thought, I'm sticking with my initial assessment. Uyasichaphaza uranga. Is that a foul? We need a goal. If we don't have a goal by the 60th minute, vele kumele senze ama-changes before 60 in any case. So we need a goal or vele abantu kumele baqale bakhishwe already. Because it's Wednesday and we're playing on Saturday. So masikhipha uDoli manje kumele sazi kulo muntu esimfakayo anganyisa uDoli ngescheme even. But in this case that won't be. Akhumbula ukuthi uSayile last season wuye walokhu nje is the one who missed a horrible chance that he should have scored. We are not ruthless enough, Kushu Muhammad Edward. I agree with you. I thought you were going to show us some highlights, Khosi. I'm not allowed. Copyright something. I am not allowed. If I did that, they will close my channel, these people. So I cannot do that. As much as I would love to do that. But I cannot because I'm not allowed. Spell a chat. Nababelimazana. It's a yellow card for Daniels. No, not this again. Oh, come on. Not this again. Yeah, I can't show you highlights as I was saying. I don't have the rights to the content that is being shown on television. Such, I cannot show the match. Yeah, it definitely sounds like COVID shame. The stadium is empty. The echo in that big stadium. Ukusta is saying Chivaviro hasn't hit the target with his head. Yeah, there is this pandemic vele lapha kwa-Kaizer Chiefs yokuthi our forwards, the tall ones, they are horrible in their heads, with their heads. Like, you expect better from them. I also like a variation in our play. Sometimes you find oshabalala ukuthi they are white, sebehambile labantu ade besekitchen. Sekuyabhora because angisabezwa bekhuluma. Initially, nansi Chiefs izoconsider. It would be worse, if they came back from 2-0 down. That would be worse than what happened to Pirates, because Pirates just lost and the team was the one that were ahead. Yabo nje ne-Cape Town Spurs nayo nje iphuwa nje ngenye indlela. Because lo mjito ushaye cross ujika uyama. I don't understand what that is. It annoys me because at the end of the day, they are also South Africans and they lower the standard of our football. You can't tell me that you're playing the ball and you're not running into the box to give the person that you just passed an option. Aba bavele baphase bame. Uzophasela bani ke na mayithol ball. Yabo lento yenza udodli. Right, you pass the ball, you move, you get support. Don't pass the ball bese uyama. Mohamed usefuna bafaka uzwana. Yabo uma engafaka uzwani la ngizobona khona ukuthi no ucoach ngempela is serious ngokudlalisa the young kids who actually proved ukuthi they are good enough. Shabalala, take him. Hey, Ranga, what kind ugap okunjani lokho okwenza uRanga naye laphana? He's coming short instead of going towards goal. Amajita nawo ahlulwa ukuthola ispace because they don't move fast enough. Umuntu is supposed to be dropping uphi vele udukile ule ulandela ibhola too much. Wemkhuliso mina ngibuka ku DSTV, but you can watch it on a website called vipleague.im. Yeah, you can watch it there. vipleague.im. George uyifunela uzwane. Usamkelo. uDaniel uyibekezelele eCape Town. Ukusta is saying they are having a good right back. A good right back though. Ushi Cape Town Spurs. Uthi bazobuya uNdumisi. Yabo babukeka ngathi bazobuya. They are busy knocking, and eventually the way we are doing things, they might just come back. Undumisi is saying, Blade is saying Chiefs yenza kancane, we need goals ASAP. That should be a goal. Why did the keeper make that complicated? It looked like an easy save, but it ended up looking like Nyambogo Tumati bafethu wenzani. He wins things for Chiefs. I'm not sure. I think that ball was just going wide, but there's no chances to be taken. I see Ushawe bounce. A ground equal level as you'd want it to be, especially a ground derby in the weekend. Khosi saying Cape Town Spurs won't be relegated, but bayadlala bona just decision making enking. Akerigek. But you can't lose onke lama game ngenxa ye decision making. This team just looks poor. They look like there are too many gaps in them. They just look bad. maybe they've got they it's still bad because base ne level base kwi level ye Motsepe League. Dansane in Shabalala, Dansane out, Aibo. Modi in Shabalala out. That's the first sub. And then Mshini out, Mtansane in. Okay. I'm okay with these subs. I'm okay with these subs. Although I would have actually preferred, call me a hater, I would have actually preferred for Matlo to come in because he's been playing. I don't understand why he's not the one who's coming on. But Mode is coming on in the 60th minute. Usingphile Ngcobo is going out. Benumtu. So the kids are going out, which is okay. It's acceptable. It's acceptable. That's definitely acceptable. And then Umdumis is saying Chiefs took off the pedal immediately after scoring the second goal. The game is won on the last whistle. I want to another thing, Fit. It's not even about knowing who to have won this game. It's also about the fact that Chiefs doesn't need a win. They need a statement win. You get me? We need to destroy a team by 5-1. We need to destroy a team by however many goals we can score. Why? Because mela amateam asabi. Amateam awasasabi manje. So we need to make a statement win whereby everyone can see ukuthi we did something that they were not expecting ukuthi we can still do. So we need a statement win. And then Nkosinachi is saying Toli must be substituted. Bamshil, funny enough. Bamshil, the ground keep. Costa is getting tired of Ranga. He's even saying Costa says Ranga can't even jump. Uchochi Funelu Modi is here. Mohammed is saying this game is for us to win Khosi, but we are not aggressive and we are too relaxed. Most of our players are not hungry. Don't allow these guys on the ball. They're already low and confident. And well, after they did win against Pirates last week, and they know Guti Chiefs ingashayek, but siyabayek. And now, but I feel like any team that plays against Chiefs, they playing under so little pressure. Because Maudlala and Chiefs, they are expected to win. So that takes all the pressure away from you. And it gives you the confidence because you know that if you win, it's an upset. If you lose, well, everyone expected that. So I think that's one of the advantages Jokla Chiefs. Then do I think Indonesian? My microphone. Zona out. And then next one, I'm a student, I'm a Palaxas physics. Anyways, and then Ukusta is saying I don't fault the substitution. It's like for like. Indeed. Lay high line hold walapa. What kind of a line are we holding? So hold the line, then say yek, then it's trigger ratio movement elom cheat. And then masebu yabo. Sesihlulo ukubuyela elayinini ubalo salemile lapha. Urang uzongicasula nami manje mayizolokho enza izinto engasile. Because masibamba ulayini bese siyahlehla. Hlehla nathi sonke. Muzu ukuthi sihlehla wena ungahlehli uzozidlisa ngempela. I don't know why he did that. Ranga. Why has the brightness just gone down all of a sudden? Oh, it's not my laptop, man. FNP. I thought the laptop here me vele abane brightness low. Yeah, we can still see. Let's continue. Oh, sekuzothiwa siwine hey load shedding. Manje load shedding ngo9. Phela ngazi load shedding ihamba ngama-hour la. Let's go, Modi. Don't try to score, but don't try to pass like that either. Nonsense. Upase laba. You can hold the ball pule man. Yazi njalo nabo lamajita boyasangana. Hayi. Uqinisile ngempela Khosi. He didn't even look ukuthi he was across him. He just played the ball across just because. That's disappointing. Okay. Uman uplayed is saying first DSTV Spurs win iqale Pirates. So please, you don't even want to give them a draw. A clear win is the way. Exactly. Kumele kucingwe. We mustn't search around and say they na. Kumele sibagxobe nje. Bazi futhi ukuthi ziyakhala once. Kumele bakwazi nje lokho. Are the lights back on? It looks like it. I wonder what happened. Khona udlala ngama light. Nganza kamtawong. Lady saying Faga Usaile manje. If we're being honest, Usaile was supposed to come in at the time in the 60th minute. Because what would have what is that? Yin is Chakama 1-2 because not Dolly out wide. Why are you not playing the ball too Dolly? Right? Because it's saying load shedding, yeah, load shedding. Load shedding, hey, ngobe South Africa. You are right, Blade. Ngathi ama-amateur nje nabo lamajita sometimes. And lapho umuntu wenzani uDove. Umuntu lapho makuphela le game ngirecorda i-match reaction. So record i-match reaction bese mangiqeda lapho bese ngenza njani konje. Hayi ngeke umdansane bafethu ngeke. Hayi yini laqeda kuyenza? Like you have a chance, your striker is clean through when ushaya iphasi enukayo. Yes. Ngiqapheli nina ngicasa ubhele nto nje. Kuthiwa umuntu ezosenza nje. Hey this is funny. Ngicabanga ukuthi ekhanda lami ngoba it's match day I'm like nangu usamukele egqoka ngibona usamukele I think usamukele lozongena. This is also amateurish coaching, if we're being honest. You can't make a change on the 61st minute and then make a change on the 68th minute. That means phela ubungekho ngama-sub, bungekho sure ngama-sub zakho. Mele nje mawenza ama-sub, mawenza 3 ngo-65 wins, then you know you are left with 2. Lawo ma-sub awu-2 uzokwenza yokugcina ngo-8 and then lenye kade umuntu olimala ubafake uba u-2 ngo-8. Ento uzofika ufaka abantu abawu-2 ngo-61 bese uphinde uzofaka oyedwa ngo-68 yinje leyo amateur nje. Ngiyam-insulta kasil amateur but uma bengafuna abantu babize ngama-amateur bangabehave ngama-amateur nabo. Predator energy. Win a trip to Enfield. Hey man. I would like to go to Enfield. I would love that. And mind you find a ukudlala competition. Bartman. And some changes Cape Town Spurs now. Daniel's out. Samgelo Zwane no Sahel, okay. I support the fact that he's now bringing on 2 players at the same time. That makes sense, but the fact that he waited, I didn't like that. He waited way too long. Samgelo Zwane uzongena ngo-70 ushaba Sahel uzongena. It's good. Can't complain about that. One thing I did complain about is the fact that awuranga ayikho lento ayenzayo. Uyaphapha nje because you scored your goal. Abo George sebethi ranga out vele kumele aphume because mawusuqala usuphapha manje usufuna ukuba ihero and uzokora all the goals. Uyaqina nje asiphaphela mkhipheni. Usukuphapha mfethu udlala ibhola udlalisa team yakho. Because if your team performs, they will supply you and then you can score. Akusho ke manje ukuthi every chance you get khahlela. kahle ranga ndoda usukusenza kanje. Undumisa sisenga siyamdinga umqeqeshi. Are we scoring? Are we scoring? Umhobholo ongekho nje. Angazi umhobholo wani lona. Is that not a penalty though? Lento abayenza kumduduzi mntansana. Bakhipha uCastillo. Ungangitshela ukuthi they are still leaving uDoli egroundini. No rang. How? Basamshiya egroundini namanje uDoli. Yawona iChiefs uDoli. Angazi mina cause bazomdlalisa on Saturday. Why are you keeping him all this time? I do not understand. Why uDoli bengamkhiphi? It's a goal, isn't it? He missed. I don't understand why uDoli bengamkhiphi bafethu. Manje ngize ngitshele. Because there's no reason, especially knowing that he's going to be playing on Saturday. Because we know that that's going to happen. He's going to play on Saturday. The guy just came back from an injury. uTutoli uyaphalaza strong eDube hostel. Athi abaphalazela ngempela phela laba. Usiphesile Sengipilo ungawafaka 2 subs then wait and see yenzeka an improvement. Mayingenzeki then you are forced to make the last 2 after 15 minutes. Angithi lento engishoyo ke Khosi ukuthi that means we are playing find a find. We're playing find a find. Yabona bethu ngicela ubuke iManchester City dlala or watch Arsenal, or let's just go with Manchester City because they are the best team in the world currently. I hate the fact that I just said that. But watch Manchester City mayidlala. If izinto engasebenzi, uPep uzoyenza ama changes awu 3. Akadlala ufind a find. He knows exactly what is wrong and then he will make that change and then that change will make a difference. Look at how Arsenal themselves, how they beat Manchester City. They had, I think they were playing they were playing Chelsea, they were playing Man City, Arsenal. They took out Martinelli. How that should be a goal. Pasa. Why umhobholo samkelo? Why umhobholo? So into eyenzeka mfethu ukuthi bafaka uTrossard and then Trossard uyangena. Bakhipha uTrossard bafaka uMartinelli wafika washaya igoli. And it happens a lot of these times ukuthi Klopp bakhiphe bafaka oDarwin Núñez. uNúñez ageja kodwa afike angene enza umehluko egroundini. You get me? So there are players, there are coaches, not players. The player comes in, the coach comes in, and he sees good there's a problem in the team. He correctly diagnoses the thing, and then awenza umehluko i-team ikore. Even one player wenza umehluko. If kukuthi ucoach uyibonile inkinga yangempela. But ucoach into ayenzile njengamanje usolve inkinga engekho. Because okay, fine. We already see ukuthi okay uMduduzi Shabalala angeke ngikhale ngaye kangako mina bengeke ngimkhiphe kule game. But umshini was tired, so take him out. Hey, Chiefs avini enhlahla bashaya ipali ngempela. Come on Rang. Come on Rang. Aw Rang. So So into engisho mina ukuthi good coaches, they can diagnose the problem, address it properly. Bengalokhu beshaya ufind. And thina lento uthi lokhu ushintsha kaningi shows ukuthi asikho clear. uNdumiso saying hayi uyawulanda komhlaba uyalingana. uSpecially saying siyamdinga omunye ucoach like uMnqithi, umuntu ongeke awudlala find. Awu mina ucoach ozoba brave ngama decisions akhe, angalokho esaba eba too casual. Bakhala nguMathi ayilele yabhola ngesikhathi lishaya ipala ngempela sisindile. Wenzeni uMathi Themba usumcasikela kangaka? Awuzumnyanyela kangaka pho ukuthi hayibo zikhipha ntoni? Aribona. Esindile uyezwa. And that was bad defending, Shem. Uthi licishe lakhala sasinda kusho uDumiso noNkosi. Eyisindile madoda ngempela lapha. Sisindile ungeza umuntu ekutshela. Ngezwa nje umuntu ekutshela uyisindathi. Awu uDovu usedile nomntwana. Especially saying guys, mina I'm very much worried about fitness ye Chiefs. Sibukeka silasta only 35 minutes njalo nje. Kungabe kubona kungabe kungabe kusabonakala kwenziwani? No, kungabe kusabonakala kwenziwani? Yeah, i-fitness inkinga. Iy'nkinga shem indaba yesikora. Kodwa mina I did say bafowethu. Ngayisho nje mina. Nansi-ke futhi lento ingifrizela. I did say ukuthi isikora lesi. Fine, you can keep him as a fitness coach. But the Chiefs still needs a conditioning coach. That man is a fitness coach, but abanye bodybuilder. But I also think he's not a proper conditioning coach. Because conditioning makes conditions players to the system. Fitness just makes players fit in general. And I don't think our players are either of those things. They are neither fit nor conditioned for the system. So fix one of those things. And then who played is saying we call them professionals, but not professionalism at all. Strict diet yadinga natural. Awulamajida vele makungama weekend uyabona ndala bayidlela kahle bayiphuzela utshwala ngoba desha ublade bayidlela iyobisi. So uNkosi uvumelana noSpecihle ukuthi after first half Chiefs have dropped. Awusatholi benza nje. That yazi there are two facets njalo lelo gama lelo ngisebenzisa kwi-contest, but I know ukuthi there are two things or facets to this. Ukudropha off kwe-Chiefs can be attributed to one, the fact that vele mawuthatha ukuyibheka le team, these guys that means it's a goal phela masenikhala kanje ralani crosses sengimincile phela manje because ngibona i-comment obengithi kuzoba i-goal. Yeah, so what I'm saying is that kukhona ukukhathala kukhona nokuthi sivele sa-relax, but ukukhathala ngeke ngiyidismisse mina vele, ngeke nje ngize ngiyidismisse. Hawu bangahlula ukukora. Oh sekubahlulile isi-recoverile. uMuhammad is saying Kaizer Chiefs need a no-nonsense coach because I know these players. Yeah, kufuneka umuntu ongeke abancenge. Umuntu ongeke abancenge. Abantu laba bancengwa too much laba. Mawuzoba nice. Hayi, ku-Chiefs ngeke ulast. Laba badlali bazokukhwela ekhanda. Bazokukhwela nje ekhanda. Especially saying tough guy must go now. And played with ukhathazwa yena uDoli noNkosi badla ngithi la ngithi wothi badla amagwinya the badla amagwinya nosu lapha kwamayimayi manje uNdumiso saying can it be possible ukuthi sebe weekend? You can't be weekend on a league match. This is a league match, so these 3 points they count all the same. They count all the same. Obviously on Saturday it means more. Ne? It means more to win that game, but it's still 3 points. Because at the end of the year, we might just be 3 points ahead of Pirates this year, Africa. You get me? And low 3 points is over so tatela. Can if we win against Pirates, maybe we're level with Pirates on points. Well, they are behind us now, but they will catch up if they improve. Mohammed is saying, Siagu Derby playing like this, what's the job of a score? Well, I mean, I'm never worried about it Derby in a sense that we zlala gash. Because it Derby, I will always say this, form doesn't matter with Derby, ever. Like, don't worry about it form or with Derby. Even if we had lost, in fact, if we lost today or drew or had a disappointing result in Amhlanje, that's exactly what you probably need for a derby, because now you are motivated to beat the Pirates to prove to them ukuthi singadliwa yiwo wonke umuntu kodwa hayi uwe. You understand? So it's also about that thing ukuthi derby form doesn't matter. For derbies, pass ball wide, play the ball across. What a goal! Wow! What a goal, Saile. What a goal. That's a good goal. That is a good goal. Wow. That is a good goal. So ngitshela ukuthi la majida bethu ahlezi egqoke ikipa ngaphansi enama message bese beyageja. Wayelindeni nje mfethu ukukhumula leskipa lesi. That's a good goal. That's well worked too. When we talk about ball rotation, rotate the ball in dangerous areas. And that's his weak foot. And he just hits it. I don't like the fact that Tusaile just scored a goal and Tutuzim Tanzane are just casually walking as if he didn't just score. Dolly has an assist. Khosi saying Dovo yandixaka ngoku, why would you prove the ball with no intention? Bese bepenika, this goal will probably just relieve a bit of pressure. Unless we concede again. Uthemba Khama said, yes, Saile Basomboli, Costa, yes, Lakala. Blade is saying, you can train all you want, but if you don't get enough sleep and diet, forget it. Akhuluma Blade in bomlalela ke lo muntu uyayazi lento akhuluma ngayo. Uyayazi lento akhuluma ngayo. I know this thing for a fact also ukuthi even with muscles, your muscles need to recover when you're sleeping. So if you don't give your muscles enough time to recover, uzoba sinking in. Uthi plate wasipala last year leskipa sakhe wayesiphalela idabe ethi uzokora leli yagola ligeshe. Because vele uSahile wagcina nini ukukora lokhu saphalwa last year. Ubelokhu esigqokile bethu. Ubelokhu esigqokile iskipa sakhe nanti elinye igoli. Akakoranga eCape Town. eCape Town kwakuyi-assist. Wakore eCape Town. He did score eCape Town. Ngiyakhumbula shem. I didn't even see goal lakhe. Langichu manje. Because angazi they were making a sub, so I was busy taking a video of what was happening bench in. Base bayishaya icross. Ngathi ngiphenduka nje wase ngene igoli. Oh, ilimaza nodove yazi. I'm not a big fan of players preserving themselves. Ngifuna abafeli team. But njengamanje he just made a very reckless tackle and is injured. And I think he's seriously injured. What an idiot. Uthi Muhammad Mpilo, you spoke about Silent Ngobo, and guess what? Today they delivered. I guess they saw your video. That was dangerous. Usaile, I always know. I never doubt Usaile coming on as a sub. Never doubt that man. He's always going to bring something, especially in the second half. Laba vele. These are players who need to be given more chances and be understood with what kind of players they are. Because if you're not going to understand ukuthi uSahel is not a 90-minute player, then uzoba nenkinga. Play that ball to Sahel. Uthi uKhosi ayashota amagoli. Ayashota uqinisile vele. We need like 2 more. U-86, but I don't care. Ndumiso wakhala ngodove manje usenzeni umntana abantu? Did they skin him? Lo mjida lo ubamba le camera le. This is very weird. The guy who usually, you see the guy, the main camera le phakathi kwamabhodi. Those guys sit down, but namhlanje umile. This is the first time I see this. I don't know why he's standing. Uyabona ke wena played usukhuluma into zakho. Mina ngikhuluma ngokuthi istamina sakhe egroundini ulasta u40 minutes or 30 minutes. Wena ke kangazi ke ukhuluma. Hayi badod. Usayile ufuna ukufika sebekhathele azosusa ukushisa. Akafuna ukuqala nabo befresh uphelelwa umoya endleleni. Nangu Ralani lo yena nithi nimfuna kuyiChiefs. Khune. He's standing because awekho ama-fans. Bengithi ngiyazama it can't make any sense ngempela ngifuna uku-understand. And the camera is even elevated because ukuhlala kwakhe phansi would make sense makukhona ama-fans. Because I mean ukuma makukhona ama-fans would make sense because that means uzama ukureacha onke ama-angles. So angazi noma bawehlisile in the number of cameras stadium. So they are requiring him to do more work all around the stadium so he can stand up. That is a theory that we can go with. Ukuthi abawashintshi kakhulu ama-camera, the game is low budget. Hey batho, ungasiloko cause yabo nje le i-angle eyodwa of him zooming the guy who's across the field. And then I access to yellow. Mase kuvezwe bench, that's a camera across lengale ngaphezulu. Then camera ngaphezulu le over the benches. I like the fact that I just like the whole thing broadcast sekuyilo mjito la ngaphambili. I can tell ukuthi yiphi camera esetshenziswayo each time. Yabo nje le uye lo mjita lo lela ngaphambili. He also stands on the team from Pretoria. Oh, so indaba iyapha ukuthi bangaka abalandeli egroundini. Did they just concede? Idiots. Costa is saying you and the le nonsense serious. Chiefs nje bafethu. Let him learn. What nonsense is this? It goes across. Udoli stops pressing. In nonsense ile. Yabo lapha between ukivini Msimango no Titloko. Not no Matt uyama. It's a combination of everything. Ayikubi ngempela Ndumiso. And that was a well-struck goal, but it shouldn't have gone in to begin with. Avela 8 to 7 minutes uref ngahleka. Ngahleka sebezodefenda ke on the 35 minutes uref. Yazi akekho serious. Akekho serious uref. Uthi umzukulu kaSara Nkosi yami usenzana. Ubatman okorile kanti. Khosi saying Spurs will have something to break manje. This will be a huge confidence booster for them. Because at the end of the day, everyone will now say there was an offside. Uzofaka defend, uzofaka uMatlow ukumosha isikhathi. Ayikho nje lento ayenzayo ke nayo. Yabona nje plumbing, coach nabayenza plumbing. Ikhane bona ukuthi kumele akhiphe uDoli. uDoli mfethu bekumele aphume kudala. Mina bengingamshiya nase groundini umuntu ushabalala. Bengingamshiya egroundini umuntu ushabalala. Uthi I give up khona scored by a kid. Mohammed ubezokwenzani ukhune lapho? You can't blame Khune for everything, guys. Umshayile nje clean. There was nothing he could have done. There, forget it. Forget it. A good game as well as a win, considering that we did not have fans. The win is going to help us a lot. Yange weekend. Are you telling me ukuthi game isiphelile njalo already? Abona abantu ahead ngo 2 minutes niyahlupha. Yazi niyahlupha abantu ahead ngo 2 minutes seniyazi ukuthi sidliwe already, siwinile njalo. Mina phela samingcile thina because salinde the final whistle in our delayed streams to tell us. Oh, namele ngibe ready manje to end the stream and record another video. There's another break. Take him, Sile, take him. Oh, but at least you tried. Yusuf, ungashayi. Lasesisho njalo koMart. Wambona nje ethola ibhola usunqena ukuthi uzovela akhahlele for no particular reason. Chiefs are holding on to this 1-0 win. And then lona okhahlele kude kanjena yazi abadlali beChiefs sometimes bazokumangaza. Three points in the bag. Ushote lokugcina. Banbathi we still need a coach. Johnson is not good enough. I couldn't recognize Mtansane and Modi. Izophela ngo-o'clock le stream. Ngifuna igame iphele la. Why did they take out abantu bangena ke manje? Why did they take out Castillo? Probably saving him for the game. Udove is already, yeah, I think they are saving him. They are saving him for sure. There were a lot of scares. The fact that igame ye-Chiefs igcine iphele ngokuthi i-Chiefs isiyasaba ukudlala against the-Spurs. Says now we're wasting time. That says a lot about our team, Buffett. It's just horrible. A game that we should have easily won from a team who have been donating points to everyone. That's not good enough. I'll say that much. Bengisele ngempela. Lapho cishe yeah, the game is over. On me, guys, I will be recording a video now. I'm coming back now. So stay tuned for that video that's coming soon. Bye.